Hello, Squiddos. What is going on? It is Ink2Win2. We are out here. We're going to be starting with winners round one, Ragnarok versus Excel. I am looking forward to this match very much, but I would also love to introduce the homie we got here. We got Joe to commentate for today. Let's see if he's in the room though. It's not kind of slacking right now.
How do you spell
Alrighty, here we
name
go.
again?
Yo, what's up? Okay, so Joe, are you in the room yet?
No.
Bruh. Alright, get in. Get in,
What's the
muchacho.
path?
It is.
Yeah, you can just type it.
No, it's fine. Yeah, you're right. Okay,
I
here you
can
go.
commentate for like the first half hour.
Yeah, not yet. It's fine. Just mute for now. Alrighty, Joe, it's in there.
Yep. Joining in now.
Alrighty, there you go. Finally. So we got your team here. No bias, Joe. I know it's gonna be super hard. Trust me. Every time I watch Overflow, it's like, please, guys, just win. But like, it's gonna be them against Excel. What's going to happen over here?
I don't know. I've never heard Excel. I've seen them doing like team recruitments for a while. I'm pretty sure last time I checked they had 3 members, so I don't know who this 4th member is. But,
yeah, I'm excited for this team. You know, they actually they scrimmed against Overflow. I think it was yesterday, and apparently took off 2 games. So I mean, you know, they got something going. So we'll see what they have to offer in this match. So who do you think is gonna? What kind of matchups do you think? Like, what does Excel have to do against Ragnarok? Right now, I would put Excel as the underdog.
I feel like Excel needs to focus on our aggression. Ragnarok, like you said last time, they push in with specials and all, which is mainly what we kind of do all the time. But if they focus like the front lane, they can just easily push back anyone else. Like if they take out, let's say, the Tetras, the team basically just falls apart almost in a way. But they, come back in with specials and all. But they really need to focus aggression.
Especially when it comes to something like zones on New Albacore. You know, we're going to be seeing some of that Gucci long distance. We're going to see some specials. I'm sure we're going to see some clouds being popped in this match. But what's another? Do you think a bomb rush would be as effective in this stage?
I feel like if they go Firefin, I think it will be more beneficial. Though Stingray, if you pop it on the far right, you can just outspace anyone, get them out zone, get picks off it. But I feel like the bomb rush, just painting zone, will be more efficient.
Yeah, Bomb Rush definitely has been kind of underutilized. I'd see sometimes when people pop it, it does get surprisingly super effective on the teams. They'll be like, oh man, this is covering so much turf right here. Oh, gold. Oh my god.
Yeah, but like I said, I've never seen Excel, so don't really know what to expect from them.
We're gonna find out shortly as they select their weapons. We got 37 seconds left on the counter. I'm excited to see Scrub put in some work in this match. I'm sure as a sniper, zones Albacore, that's a haven right there.
Yes, actually, he might actually opt to go with the heavy though. We've been practicing comps a bit, and I wouldn't be surprised if he goes the heavy deco.
Oh, that's surprising. That's great. Actually, like heavy can never go wrong because you do have, obviously, you still have the range. You still have the bubbles is such a meta special for zones. People need to kind of recognize that you need that a lot more often.
Yeah, once either team gets a zone, they need to be able to focus on that left side though, because that's where mainly they push out from. So let's see if they can do that from this match as we start going into this match.
Oh,
we do see the charger from Scrub. The ballpoint from Lorraine. With the Bomber Umbrella, weird choice. Would rather see a vanilla, but Bomber does the work as well. We do see them pushing out from the right side immediately.
Yeah, I'm at the perspective of KO right now as he's going to be going onto the Ink rail, trying to go for a little bit of a quick flank, and he is going to get the pick right there on Ragnarok's 10 attack. Starting to try to push in with the auto bomb, see what more he can apply. He's got the bomb rush already on deck. Has not utilized it just yet, but he does, as I mentioned, he does go ahead and pop it, and they're going to go ahead and cap that zone.
We do spot that one guy on the left side. It's gonna get 2v1 though.
Goes
pick by
down
Ragnarok
to
Scrub.
Scrub. Your boy
Bomb
putting work.
rushing that zone. They really need to be able to get this left side. That's an amazing pick from Scrub. Now they're able to push up from that left side. Watching that mid still. We see that one guy flanking on the right. Really spot him on, get the pick. Just not enough range. Go off to the 2v1 with the Umbrella. We do see Lugi sharking on that left side. Splashdown does get taken down, but 3 people pushing from left on the XL side. Getting 2 splashdown kills. Leaving last one up to the Charger, but does jump out. Very good decision by Scrub.
So right now we have on XL here, the Zap is putting in work right now on the left side. It looks like they finally been able to cap the zone. He's trying to build some armor. He sees that, he recognizes that Scrub right now is trying to put in some work at Snipe. Trying to cover zone as much as he can, but there's going to be a bit of some aggression and pressure coming from Ragnarok in terms of fizzy bombs. I think that the Kansas Sausage Machine will be key for Ragnarok to push in again. As you see, the splashdown could help try to cover zone, but he got denied right there. Armor is ready, is on deck. We get Sky. Sky gained a pick right here. Has the zone covered.
Just trying to watch that bunker. That Zap just pressuring a lot. Does barely dodge that bomb. Still needs to hold that left side though. We see one guy pushing from the left.
Yeah, they're
The
trying to
Tetris in the
push
zone.
here. Trying on the left
He's
bridge
able to
right
get-
there.
You see that Charger bomb rushing in that zone? I kind of disagree. I feel like the bomb rush should have popped way too early to do anything. But we do see Miner splash iron in the zone, so not being able to cap.
And as you just mentioned here, you got that 10 attack. Oh, he unfortunately does go down to KO though. That Brella putting in that work for Excel. But there's so much pressure at the moment on the zone. You have Scrub there putting in work with the Kenza machine there partnered up. KO is going to go back up though. He does have bomb rush ready. We're sure we're going to be seeing that very, very soon. The counter is still at a decent 42, 41. It's all going down, but the double team right now on the left bridge is starting to cause too much pressure for KO as he's going to start to back up. Goes down.
Do you see the flanks from the T-Tech on the Ragnarok side? Is he going to be able to get another pick off here? Does get the pick onto the T-Tech into the zone. 3 down on the side of Excel. They just really need to get this map control and just try to hold their positions as they do pop that inkjet, go into the bunker.
Here we have Lugi putting that work right now. Is that how you say it, Lugi? Let me know.
Yes, it's
nice.
pronounced Lugi.
And they
So,
come
yeah, good.
back with that comeback there. It looked kind of dire
Very-
for them in that situation, but Ragnarok was able to put in that work and claim the zone and take the first game.
Actually, great performance from Excel from that match. Just they need to focus a bit more on the zone. I feel like they were just trying to flank the whole entire time. We do see T-Tech with the K of 9 putting in the most work on Ragnarok. But you know, everyone had a decent amount of kills, and honestly, I think their positioning on Ragnarok's side was on point, and they just need to keep on doing that if they want to take this next game.
That was definitely a tight match. That was super awesome to see both of these teams coming out with some of their, they have some quality players out here that may not get as much screen time. But here we are as they, wait, it looks like, sorry about this. I'm going to have to fix this one up a bit for a little bit, guys. What in the world happened here?
So we see Raymond on
Yeah.
tower control and Humpback. I wouldn't be surprised if they bring out a Slosher Gecko with all those slopes. You can really do some work if they slosh them into the trench or they just push out from the right side. Wouldn't be surprised if I also saw Scrub going to custom X-Bosher here. Like I said, the slopes, making it really condensed, and X-Bosher with the big hitbox. Just gonna be able to capitalize on most situations.
So since you know your team, you're expecting to see a Slosher Deco, and how about the Charger? You think that's going to come out again, or are you going to go for the heavy?
Honestly, I think Charger. I think he's more used to Charger at the moment. But I wouldn't be surprised if he brings out the heavy as well.
Let's see, if it works, it ain't broke, just keep doing it, right? What are you going to do here? The Junior popping
Nice.
out there on the Excel side. I'm sure, one of the things about the Juniors that it is a little bit underutilized, but it does provide a lot of paint support, and the armors come out really, really quickly, especially if you have some special charge up going. So Lugi here right now trying to apply some pressure on the heavy. Unfortunately couldn't do it, but he does help get a pick, and he's gonna look like he was about to get on tower, but he's gonna go ahead and push up, so in that way the objective players can go ahead and start pushing that. We have Tower at the first checkpoint right now. Scrub is on it. Miner's going to swap off with Scrub as the Stingray comes into play, and Miner's still going to continue to push.
Miner just riding that tower, just throwing those fizzy bombs. We do see the Blaster trying to contest. Does pop that splashdown. The Blaster does get the pick as they are trying to rush through mid, trying to get that map, but we see the Charger on the left side. Decides to jump out, trying to build that Ray as fast as he can. As Excel does have that Ray at the ready. If you pop that Inkjet, Inkjet's not going to be able to get a pick. They pop another Inkjet as Luigi just decides to go rush it and gets the pick on the Inkjet. It's Heavy just still riding that tower. Gets pushed off. And the T-Tech just sharking in mid, being able to get one kill. Trying to rush for another one, but does get into 1v2 situation and does die.
So Ragnarok does win that battle as we move on to just greater things in the war. So Scrub's going to move on to the right side to apply more pressure right here. The Stingray does come out to yet again stop this push.
Ray on the tower. The Heavy's still just trying to shark by the tower. Unfortunately does die, but with that T-Tech sharking in mid. You see the Blaster in the top left of Ragnarok's spawn, trying to get as many picks as they can, as we do see them pushing from the left side. Trying to hold this elbow area from Excel. Popping that Ray. Can he get any picks off it? Seems like he hasn't. Does get the pick on onto the slashing machine. That's 3-0 down for Team Ragnarok.
So now you're starting to see Excel finally come out of their shells. They're starting to put a lot of aggression right now onto Ragnarok. They got already Lugi down, and you got Sky here, has his eyes set on Scrub, but could not get that pick as Ragnarok comes in with their own T-Tech to put into work. But with the 32 right now, Ragnarok does have to try to find a way to counter push, build specials, etc., try to get control back of mid like they had during the duration of this match so far.
Just need to have more coordination with specials, honestly. They're just popping them uselessly. We do see that T-Tech pushing in, going in the trench, is able to get 2 assists off that. 2 down on the side of Excel as the Heavy's just right over the tower, just waiting for anyone to push up. So we see Scrub just backing up, trying to hold his positioning. Ragnarok does have the map control at the moment, so we can honestly see him make a good push off here. They have that Ray ready at the moment. Are we going to hold it for that counter Ray, though?
We got Borain here putting in some work right now for Excel. It's just trying to hold off from getting onto the tower right now. This match is still very, very close. And as Joe mentioned right here, the turf control is on Ragnarok's side. So they have to, Excel needs to be very, very careful in how they're going to counter push back in, or how they're going to counter this turf control right now that Ragnarok has. Lugi's going to start pushing in onto their court, but unfortunately does get picked up by Borain there. He's putting in that work. And oh, it's a wipe on Ragnarok's side.
Rain's been holding this Stingray for a long time. Will he be opted to just not ride tower and just try to hold it again? Or will he just decide to get on tower? We see him go into the tower at the moment. Sharking around it. Gets the pick onto the Lugi. Top left side, we get that Inkjet coming in with 3 people from Ragnarok positioned on the left side. As the tower goes right.
As you
Miner just decides to splash down onto the tower. Is unable to get any picks. Gets into a 1v3 situation near the trench. And unfortunately gets taken out. But as we said, Excel just holding that map, holding their position, and able to get the 1v1s that are crucially needed. As they try to get another push going, but gets sniped off by Scrub.
You had the Junior putting in the work here in mid, trying to make sure that Ragnarok is going to have a difficult time trying to maneuver around. But instead, regardless, Ragnarok does find an answer and gets a counter wipe onto Excel. Lugi's going to start trying to paint mid. He's going to start trying to most likely shark on the left side there. He does have splashdown ready in case to try to get a pick here at the little bump here.
As we do see Ragnarok have 3 specials at the ready. They just need to be able to capitalize on this. They get 2 down. This might be a very good start for the push, but the Ray, the Heavy does jump out for the Ray, but does see the counter Ray coming in from Ragnarok. Will he be able to get the pick on the Ray? Does not seem like they will, and XL wins the Ray 1v1, but Miner still riding that tower and is able to get the lead. Last one on the tower is just Miner. They're just trying to have to rush him. See if that boss can get any of that chip there. Heavy just riding, Heavy right next to the tower as they get 2 down on Ragnarok, but Ragnarok, like we said, still holding that mid. But XL pushing out real hard, trying to get this final push going. Lugi getting able to get the Heavy, but they do pop armor onto the tower as Lugi's still sharking in mid in a 1v3 situation. Does get another one. And the last one's on the tower, it looks like. And it's Blaster, and Blaster, he does trade with Blaster, leaving it a 1v2 in situation. Ragnarok is going to be able to ride that tower to victory.
What it looked like an extremely dire situation for Ragnarok, but they were able to pull it off in the last 40 seconds of this match. They got the lead that they needed, and they're going to go ahead and move on to winners round 2.
As we see Luigi popping off with the 16 kills also with Johnny. But as we do see that Junior getting 22 picks. Like we said, that the Junior was trying to hold as much map as he could, but unfortunately just got out pressured.
It's quite unfortunate.
Honestly,
we're going to have to wait for the next round to see, but it was great to see Ragnarok, just that coordination, as you were mentioning. It seemed like it was kind of lacking, but they were able to pull off the victory regardless.
Yes, yeah. Very crucial moments happened there. Like, for example, when they got that heavy, that just basically let them get the push because they focused the backline and they were able to get it, and that means they had no more Ray to stop the push, and it worked out perfectly.
All right, homies, we're going to have a small intermission here. At the meantime, just going to be able to try to find the next match. We do have one ready, so just be patient as we start to set up for it, homies. We'll be back very shortly. Alrighty, we are back, guys. We are back. So let me just bring it back in, Joe. Here, we're going to be starting with the second round, which is going to be Overpower versus Overflow. Really interested for this one. Alrighty, Joe, we are back in business. What's going on, homie?
Well, we are now with Overpowered versus
Overflow, man.
Overflow. Yeah.
These two teams, they obviously know each other very, very well. They have constantly scrimmed against one another. They've been scrim partners for quite some time now. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they're going to try to pick up on each other's tactics and what they're gonna do to counter them.
I'm very interested in seeing Soon and JM in this lineup for this match, since they are both backlined, and I don't know if they're gonna like switch to like a Nautilus, if JM's gonna do that, or anything unexpected is gonna happen. But very, very weird to see.
I've actually seen in a scrim beforehand, I've seen JM and Soon actually put in some really good work together. Although they're both backline, the fact that JM is still kind of a ballpoint and he is still a little bit more on the aggressive side as a backliner, it does still complement Soon very, very well.
Well, as we start going into this first round, let's see if they can position and get that mid control really quickly. They just need to get that first 2 picks and just need to capitalize immediately. We do see a Charger and a Heavy on the side of Overflow. Nico Loco going that Blaster. Oh, I'm going to say Dexterity Ryan too. I didn't know if maybe I think they're doing tryouts right now, so it'll be a tryout for them. But to get into this first round, see Jerry on the right side trying to strike out and notices the Heavy. He's not going to be able to get the pick. Unfortunately, goes down to the ball point with the 2v1, the ball point and the Blaster. Blaster has 9 claim at the ready, about to get that power claim. We see them have that power claim at the ready. We just need to get that. We just need to get that map control more, and then just need to get 1 or 2 picks, and they can just go in off that. We do see that Charger going top left on the hoop, trying to get as many picks as they can. They spot out the Heavy on the sponge. Not able to get that pick. They just throw the climb to Ryan. They do have that Ray ready. They back up and juice the Ray in that jail area. You see, they're gonna try to push this in, get that 1 clam in, but they do get the jump. He's not gonna make it though, because they're Heavy just holding the whole entire jail area.
I have to say that the teamwork right here is quite exceptional. Unfortunately, they had 3 footballs, so it's disappointing to see only 1 go in. But we have King now trying to retaliate, going to be putting in a lot of work right now for Overflow as he's trying to paint all of mid. And it seems to they have been able to gain control of mid right here. And he's going to try to avoid right now on JM's ball point at the moment.
So do you see King showing that top mid area, trying to collect as many claims as they can. They have the baller at the ready. But then again, it is this map. It is Gobi, and that jail can stop any baller with that crating. They do go on the run in the backside, but is able not to get the baller jump in, as they're just going to get pushed back by that Charger of Overpower. Overpower needs to, they pop the armor, they need to go in now and try to get as many picks as they can, as the Blaster is able to get the pick onto King, leaving it to a 1v1 with the Heavy and the Blaster, and the Heavy's super weak, but the Blaster not able to come on top.
We got JM right here, going to try to go for a little bit of a flank. As I said, he is quite an interesting... Oh, the suction bomb picks him off, but he was still able to throw in the football right there.
Do you see King trying to hold that mid still, with Ryan just trying to paint that right side, trying to get as much paint as they can with the kills. Jerry trading with the Blaster of Overpower, as Ryan does go down to the Heavy. They pop that armor ready to try to get a push going with 19 clams at the ready. This should be a very good push if they can just jump to Overflow King. They do get the jump off, and is able, and he does not make it, as Soon just trying to stay back and see Jerry just rush in, but that's a full wipe onto Overflow. They still have that armor ready at the moment on Overpower, as they pop it, trying to get another quick push going as they ray off to the left side. He soon does spot off 1 to the left, but they are going to be able to throw a clam in at the moment.
We got 31 right now right here. What is Overflow going to do to respond to this? Wiz right here trying to take out Nico Loco, but he was able to get Wiz, and the Blaster is on top. He tried to get one of the clams in, but he's going to jump back to safety. King is going to start pushing up again, but let's switch over to West, who has the football right now. Let's see what he's going to be
Trying
able
to
to
spot
pull
out
off.
2 people.
Oh, but unfortunately, we got Nico right now holding him off right there on the top right. We got 2 footballs into play right now. Wiz trying to see what he can do to figure it to get in there. Wes does have the baller ready. Jerry does have Inkjet popped at goal. What's going to happen here? Unfortunately, he does get picked off. King gets picked off too, trying to come in there. The Stingray just came a little bit too late right there to help King and Jerry to push in there. Wes still has a hold of his football, but it does switch back out. Let's see Nico right there. Going to go back to safety from his Inkjet, pairing up with JM right now on the left side. Wes gets that pick right here. Let's see what's going to happen right now. Wes covering mid, has baller still ready. Does not know what to do with the football and baller ready. He needs to either toss the football aside, get the baller going, but he's going to be able to sneak in. He's got baller activated. He's going to kick out.
They don't have any clams at the moment, so they're just going to get that 1 power clam in.
Only 35 seconds left.
Looks like 2 down, but the Jerry flanking from all around and just going to throw as many as he can. They just need a couple more, just 2 more, and 1 more needs to go in. And Wiz coming in clutch, and then he's going to get it in. But backs off immediately, trying not to die. Holding that Ray still. 20 seconds left. Is he just going to hold mid? They're just going to try to hold mid at the moment. As Jerry on the top left, just trying to spawn camp with that Inkjet, but soon spots him out. He's unable to get the pick as Jerry just backs off in the mid as Wiz still holding that Ray. Has the ball at the ready though. Throws it back at one of the teammates. Still going to hold that Ray. Ready for overtime when they try to push into the window. But on the side of Overpower, they do have the armor and the Ray, but the Ray comes out for overflow and is able to get 1. They're going to get this counter Ray action. It's not really going to do much though, as Overflow is going to just patrol the ball and wait for it to disintegrate, and that is going to be Overflow taking game 1.
Overflow taking game 1, barely in the last bit of the game. That they were definitely undergoing a lot of pressure right there. Overpower looked like they had that match in a bag, but unfortunately Jerry with the clutch flank right there was able to throw in some of his own clams while allowing Wiz to sneak in as well. So Overflow's gonna get the first game. Quite impressive. What do you think needs to happen right now for Overpower? What do they have to do to come back from that? I'm sure they're not happy with it.
Honestly, if they just would have watched the flanks more, they just let 1 slip up happen, and that 1 slip up cost them the match. If they were just able to focus a bit more on watching for flanks, then they would have been fine. I feel like everything else is fine. Their special coordination was okay. They had map control most of the match, but Overflow just able to outplay them at the right moments.
Who do you think was the MVP in that? Do you think that Jerry was the key to that victory in the last bit, or do you think it was Wes being able to get the ball or sneaking right into jail?
It all started with Wes, but I feel like the push would have died if Jerry wouldn't have flanked around. So Jerry might have been the MVP of that. Being able to add an opening to that was going to be a small push.
Super key here. We're going to see tower control, port mackerel. You know this is going to be a hyper-aggressive match right here. Stingray is going to be coming out left, right, and center. But it looks like Overpower is matching a lot with their own aggression in this. So it's going to be interesting to see how Overflow is going to respond to it.
We do see it on tower control, though, so I won't be surprised if we see a double Ray. We only see 1 Ray from Overpowered and 1 Ray from Overflow as well, so opting to stick with the 1 Ray, but the blaster on the side of Overflow might be a great choice because Overpower does not have one. That chip damage on tower control, just insane. So heavy watching that right side at the beginning for Overflow. So we see 2 down from Overpowered almost immediately as they're going to try to quick push, popping that armored. They just need to push up to their court as the Inzap getting 1 pick onto the court, getting another pick onto the ball point, getting the double kill. They just don't need to hold that right side. Left side, I mean. No one's riding the tower at the moment. Leaving that checkpoint open, but Jerry's going to be back on. On the side of Overpower, they still have that Ray. No, sorry, Overflow has that Ray, though. As Ryan decides to jump out of that bad situation that he's in, but that ball point coming in clutch, being able to get 1. The West being pushed off the tower. Has to get back on as they hit that Ray popping off with the armor, though. From Overpower, we'll be able to push out.
Soon getting that nice snipe there on Jerry right here. Of course, right now we have Overpower walls to the back right here. Need to try to figure out what to do. soon trying to build the Stingray. Does have it on deck ready in case he needs to use it, but they're going to try to opt to see if they can get away with the situation without having to spend the Stingray to get this over with. Jerry, again, putting in so much work right here. Soon goes down as well. That just means King right here putting so much pressure right here. He has armor ready. They're going to pop it right there to keep up that pressure. This pressure is constant right here.
They're just going to keep on running that tower. As we see Nico trying to flank around, but does get called out almost immediately as King just decides to back off. And it's sitting on the sniper, trying to get as many picks as he can. It's JM pushing on that right side.
Wiz right here, allowing to get, who is it, West at least to jump back into it. The Stingray is ready in case for a counter push. I don't know if he's going to opt to use it to counter Sting, but he does actually go ahead and use it for that. But unfortunately, it's only him and King, and now it's just King left. 1v3 situation. Nico Loco's going to be
King just needs to back up and just tries to hold that court as they try to rush in.
And as you mentioned, he does
King
so.
just kind of fucked around.
So you got the Inkjet popped right here at the first checkpoint. Trying to get West here. West trying to put in some work. Inevitably goes down to Nico, but the suction ball might get him, and it does. 2v2 at the moment.
See, soon popping that ray, not able to get a pick, but it's gonna get rushed. Unfortunately, does not get the pick, and just both of them just back off from each other. So we do see Jerry trying to go back from their court. Nico trying to they need to build their specials at the moment and just try to push out with that, as they just need to build that ray. We do see him just kind of trickling on the overpower side as they just rush in. Jerry capitalizes on this, puts in the baller, tries to rush for any, and gets one with the baller.
Yes, he allowed that. He weakened soon enough to get down to that Stingray right there. So much aggression coming here from the side of Overflow as they're going to be finally pushing into the final checkpoint right here. You got Wiz and King trying to clear that checkpoint as fast as they can. Wiz goes down. King could not try to finish the checkpoint at the moment as he needs to try to push away any of the flanks right here. Jerry goes down again. JM doesn't work.
But the auto bomb does get the trade with JM. Nico just has to push out from the situation as West is going to get jumps for their team. Very good shark by West over here. Just sharking around the tower, trying to see if they can get anything done. We do see Overpower just building the specials at the moment, realizing that they need them to push out as Overflow. Just still keeping up that aggression.
West right here trying to get that pick right here. He really wants that direct, but he could not get it. He does
ran
go down. Goes down. Ryan does inevitably get that exchange right here. He's going to try to go ahead and start painting, pressuring. He recognized that King is on the left side. King does get the splat.
Very good pick. That was a very crucial pick. Without the H3, Overpower will not have that much map, but it doesn't really affect them that much as Nico tries to rush him, but did go into a 1v2 situation. As Overflow again, like we've been saying this whole entire match, is just going to keep up that aggression. Is able to get the trade onto JM though.
That little flick though, the turnaround flick to get that last hit though, it was pretty clutch, you have to admit. So he goes to a 1v1 situation, Jerry against Ryan. Let's see if he can pull this off. He does get greedy for it. He had to activate Baller because he did take too much damage right there. Still chasing him down, wants to squish him, but he could not get that. So here you go, Jerry on the right side of court. He sees it. He's on the hunt. He wants it, but no.
And is not going to be able to get any picks. Because JM does get taken down by the blaster though. See Wiz and Leaf or West just sharking on that left side. They need Overpower needs to get on this tower to make anything happen. We do see JM getting onto that tower. They have that Ray ready. As 2 down. Overflow. They need to get this 1v1 with the Ray, and they win it. Overpower wins the 1v1. They just need to be able to push up as 2 down go down for Overflow. Nico just trying to get as many picks as he can is going to be able to get it, but then goes immediately down to Jerry, but Jerry doesn't spot out Ryan, and Ryan just going to ride onto that tower, gets another pick, leaving the last one up to the King on the end zap.
This is starting to get insane. You got 2 on the tower, the checkpoint's starting to get cleared, but no, they both jumped off it, but Nico does come in clutch. It's at 46, and this overtime push is going super.
But no one's on the tower. No one's on the tower.
No, they lost.
And that's game.
Just like that, they had to come back going. It was looking very dangerous for Overflow, but unfortunately, they could not coordinate enough to be able to continue that push. They jumped off at the wrong time, and that's that for Overpower. Overflow is going to move on to winter semis. What do you think about that match?
Though.
What do you think of that?
I feel like Overpower, slight mess up again. They, got the tower at the wrong time. Honestly, though, A really good match from Overpower though. They were, even though they got locked out, they were able to push out with their specials and get a decent amount of points while they're pushing on the last push. But then again, we got Overflow just keeping up that aggression, just really aggressive. Like we said, they're just going in with the team, going in with specials, aggression with specials and all, and able to hold map the whole entire game and just stop any push that they needed to with the raids. So really good stuff from Overflow.
Yeah, that was an incredibly close match. That was a really hype match too, man. It was great to see both of them come into play like that. Just a little, so I have a comment here in the Twitch chat. It says, "I don't get what's happening" from Lanny. So I mean, I don't know if you're familiar with Splatoon 2. It's an attention third-person shooter, so it's an objective-based game. It's not like a TDM kind of game. So just know that you're gonna be seeing them trying to push objectives a lot. That's the kind of game that you're gonna be seeing here. So right now, we're just waiting on a couple of other matches happening. You got Eugen against Ragnarok. Eugen's up 1-0. Suspense is waiting for the winner of that, and we will most likely be streaming that next match. We obviously just saw Overflow and Overpower go at it. Suspense did take 2-0 over Moonlight Honor, which is Notorious, by the way. And then you have Magistrate Mercs, which is formerly known as License to Krill, against Copy and Paste, and they're up 1-0 at the moment. So we do have some very interesting matches coming on up, but we will have to wait for a little bit. So unfortunately, that's going to mean another intermission for now. We will get back to you as soon as we can with the next match. Please stay tuned.
On it. He'll unmute.
What's
Let's
up?
do this.
Yes. Not very familiar with Suspense. I've heard of them, but never really seen them. But I do know Eugen. Wow. Do you see Optimacy total over here with the 96 Gal? Very strange pick to be 96 Gal. You never really see this in a comp. Deciding to jump out. See him pushing from the tree area. Just trying to get as much map as he can so we can get a push going. Ink2Win does get spotted out by the X-Bosher and gets taken down. The X-Bosher tries to push from the left side, getting as much pain as he can for a sneaky push. Has that baller though. Inside the shark.
Yo, G, you're muted.
Yep, you could have told me in chat. I figured it out. So, all right, here we go. So we got baller here. Squill once again with this baller trying to put in that work. Rainmaker did get pushed to 41.
Great area. Unfortunately, goes down in a 1v3 situation as that nozzle knows. Just gonna try to outspace as they do knock it out though with the flank.
That
Wow.
match went so fast. I don't. Who won? What? Oh my God! What happened?
I think Suspense won, but like
Suspense.
we
won?
noticed that the X-Bosher was flanking around trying to get as much pain as they can, and I think that the guy who knocked it out went around from the grates, and since no one painted it, was just able to get the pop and just knock it out.
Just
Oh
like
my
that.
God.
Wow, just like that, we're going to be seeing Suspense sneaking in that first game. But, you know, Eugen does not go down without a fight. That's one game. Is it a best-of-5 situation right here? Next map is going to be Tower Control on Schellendorf. I'm wondering, what do you think is going to be needed on the side of Eugen to be able to counter that loss in the first one?
Well, we did see that custom X-Bosher push from Squilly. Help me remember, did they have another backline on defense? Was there two backlines or just a custom Bosch?
No, the Explosion. Unless you count the 96 as a backline. Some people sometimes do, oddly. But that's their combination with the Explosion with the 96.
Yeah, feel like on this map, Eugen Ink2Win will still need to go that charger, but I feel like Suspense might bring out a double backline or something around that long lines with that 96, being classified as a midline, but some people call it backline, So very, very weird choices from here. Honestly, on this map, I wouldn't be surprised if they substitute the X-Bosher with the charger from Squille, but like I said, I don't know really much about Suspense, so no, but I know Eugen. We might see Grapey go a roller here. Not too sure.
How
though,
do you feel about
with
the
all those
rollers'
slumps.
efficiency on this stage? Like, you think it's actually a good pick? Because I feel like you would have a hard time trying to get into the roof. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, more like just sharking on the bottom. Like if you are able to get to the second checkpoint, that roller can really capitalize when they push up to the enemies like court or spawn area. That's what it excels. But do you see a blaster on the side of Suspense with the Hydra though? Opting for no Ray for Suspense, as we do see a vanilla nozzle nose on the Eugen though. Yeah, total.
We got here. Oh, I got the dot dude from Suspense. Got the H3 going out here. Trying to put in some work on the on the side of Eugen. He's got the first checkpoint going right here. He's having a difficult time trying to deal with the Brella though. We have Grapey here putting in some work
still
right
does
here.
I did Grapey. That nozzle nose is really good at just holding this far left side. You might see a very strong first push on the side of Eugen right here.
Ink2Win does have the Stingray coming out. He does aim for Squill, but Squill does go down regardless. I do see a lot of pressure right now on Eugen's side. Already 3 going down on Suspense.
They got past the second checkpoint, which is a very crucial checkpoint. As that H3 is able to get that pick off to the blaster though. All 3 getting very pushed back onto the checkpoint. By that Hydra, they just decide to often jump out.
Luckily, the Hydra putting in some work for Suspense, as they're going to be able to kind of get the tower back into neutral. But they need to figure out a way to counter the aggression from Eugen's side, as they're just able to get so overwhelmed. But here you have Squill ready with the armor.
Does get spotted by the charger though, so decides to back off and pop armor.
Ink2Win has sights right on Squille, but he's trying to get it.
Might get out pressure though by that charger though. And is able to get the pick, leaving that H3 to the last one on Eugen. As Suspense just start opting the push up, as we see Total with that Inkjet trying to get as many picks as he can. Not really able to, but just out pressuring. Brella is staying on the tower as a Hydra. Stays on that glass and just tries to monitor everything that's happening. As someone trying to push him glass on the side of Eugen is unable to do it.
So Ink2Win out here clutch with the Stingray. Gonna try to go ahead and maybe put a stop to that push. Stingray is running out though. Does help to get a pick right there. The Hydra is still holding it down. He's doing such a fantastic job as an anchor right now. But he does get that epic snipe from Ink2Win. And here we got the Slosh Machine trying to put in work. There's a jump coming on the side for Eugen on top of Schellendorf. He's just doing fantastic work right now. But unfortunately, the tower is still being pushed by Suspense. They are at the second checkpoint, the crucial checkpoint, as Joe mentioned, the one that Eugen just did such quick work to clear. Unfortunately, Suspense looking like they're going to get the lead.
They're going to get the lead.
To get the lead at 24-31. The push does
that
not
stop
stop yet.
Staying there. That Inkjet coming out, but not really going to get any kills. They do have the 10 missiles at the ready. It's weird to think that 10 missiles are now becoming a thing on tower control, mainly because they space people off the tower and all. But does get pushed out, so he panics and uses the 10 missiles. As they splash down near tower, Sheen's stuck in a very tough situation, but does die.
Luckily, they were able to put an end to that push, but there are still 2 minutes left, so it is not over for Eugen. They could still pull a comeback right here, just like Suspense did. So do not be surprised if they're able to get something going here. Unfortunately, Suspense still at it right here. The H3 finally able to push off the Brella, gets onto the tower, but you still have the Hydra to deal with on the right side. The missiles do come out, just like Joe mentioned, trying to come back in popularity, and there they go.
Did you see Ink2Win staying back on that ray as one jumps out for Suspense? 3 on top of the glass right now. Leaving the blaster all by himself at the bottom. Is unable to get the pick onto Grapey though. With the charger of Eugen just being down, no Stingray available from Eugen to stop any push that's about to start. As Eugen does go for a push at the moment.
The fact that the missiles came out instantly, just trying to focus right there on the Hydra instead. It seems that Eugen recognizes that the Hydra is putting in quite a lot of pressure for Suspense because they're able to always anchor in for jumps and just able to see everything that's happening from the top there. Grapey is going to go for that flank, might be successful here. Misses the first shot, misses the second one, sees Umbrella coming in here, gets Umbrella instead, and the Baller's going to be coming out. Try to be able to maybe get this Kenza machine going.
I'm able to get the Kenza machine, but does rushes, and actually gets him right after he pops that Baller, but he's still patrolling that glass area. Spots one on the right side, tries to rush him, but is unsuccessful as Eugen going for another lead push, almost getting it. 19 to 18 right now.
Max needs to get in there.
Max is just gonna try to get on, but he does die to the Umbrella.
1 point. By
19 seconds.
1 point. Eugen just hopes just diminished right here. They're gonna have to put a quick stop to this push right here, and they're gonna have to find a way to build specials and quickly just get some picks right now. We have
Eugen just needs to rush his tower. Eugen does go 2 down, 3 down, but they just still need to rush that tower to get anything going as they go. And that's unfortunately a 1-1 set right now.
No, actually 2-0. Suspense will take the second game as well. It is so
My bad.
so unfortunate by
Yeah.
1 point. 1 point. They were right there at that second checkpoint. I don't know. I think if we saw something like if Max was able to respond quicker to Kuven, get onto the tower, and they're both on tower, that would have been what they needed to get that and tie up the set. But it's quite unfortunate. Suspense will take the second one. It's a 0-2 situation. They need to reverse sweep.
We do see Suspense is able to realize and capitalize on positioning more than Eugen has, especially at the end. I feel like Suspense knew exactly what to do and how to stop anything that was happening, which has led to Eugen just going a full wipe. So let's see if Eugen can, like you said, get this reverse sweep.
What would they need to do on Zone Starfish? What do you think needs to happen for them to be able to get the... obviously, Eugen just needs to get one match going before they can start finally pushing into the next one. What do you think they need to do for this one?
If Suspense goes that Brella again, they really need to first focus on that Brella. That Brella held map the whole entire time, and it was just a real nuisance from Eugen. So if they can get that Brella down, they can push up and hopefully stop anything that happens from Suspense. Also need to watch out for that backline. That Hydra, though. The only person that ever contested the Hydra last match, I feel like, was the Charger from Eugen. So
yeah, Kuven is putting in a lot of work for Eugen right now. He's putting in a lot of work. Like, he's able to get the important picks, was able to push the tower as much as he possibly can. It's just unfortunate, that last match, that was really, really close. But they need to shrug that off and just go straight into this match and just come in here throwing hands and see if they can get this one.
Yeah, man. So on this map, I expect to see a lot of flanks from the beginning. We usually do see on this map. We do see the Blaster, the H3 Charger, Hydra again from Suspense. Is that a Vanilla? And that's the splatter shot coming from Suspense.
I have to
Still
say,
keeps
Vanilla splatter shot is still a really decent pick. You have the burst bomb just pressuring so well, and they're just able to kind of get in there, get some picks going. But he's gonna go already off. I don't know how he was able to do that, but he does get a trade with Grapey right there on the right side. So we still have a 3-2 count right here. But we have Max who's trying to put in some work. He has the Baller on deck. See, maybe he's able to kind of counter push that zone. Got Baller ready. I mean, spectator mode, never fun for Ballers. But here we have Max was able to kind of at least try to diminish that zone for them. But they're still able to, Suspense still able to just grasp that zone.
Max still trying to hold this mid, though.
He's been doing a great job by himself. It's quite unfortunate. I think he needs to try to call upon his team to be able to finally get back in here. That Brella's going to give him a lot of work, though. He's trying to run away, but unfortunately gets picked up. Power is going to go in, be able to get that zone still.
They do pop out that Ray, though, and is able to cap, leading that Brella to just position out, and he has to jump out.
Brella will be jumping out back into the zone, but he's going to jump back in, actually. He's going to try to see if he can maybe help Total.
Throws the rain.
I don't know what happened to that second bomb, but here you go. You got Para and you got the Slosher Deco there pairing up, but nope, we got Blaster.
There's the
trying to put in
Blaster
work.
flanking. Blasters is able to get the pick on the Umbrella. Now all Eugene needs to do is just try to push up a bit, watch her flanks, hold that mid. They're trying to still watch her flanks as Grapey's just lurking around as they ball her in from the side of Suspense.
I think I would have liked to see Grapey push up with that Inkjet to be able to kind of just pressure them, maybe try to stop them from returning to the zone so quickly. But he was still able to get, just redeem, get some picks right here. Eugen finally gets the lead after so many times trying to delay the zone on Suspense's side. And now they're in control. There's a jump. They're going to be able to get that jump as well. Does get the pick on Total again.
Umbrella. He's just going to be flanking around right now. I don't think anyone else sees him. As Umbrella dropped down onto Grape, Grape's going to be able to get the kill. And they're just going to hold this mid. And hopefully Eugen will hold this until the win and they get the victory.
Just like that. Grapey putting in so much work, but I do have to say I think I would give MVP to Max for putting so much work onto that zone in like half of that match. Just did so much work for the team.
They had an H3. Most of the paint from the zone was the Doolies, even though he got 2 kills. He painted the most and had the most special coordination with all of them. So, yeah, Max, MVP of the match. But let's see if they can push this momentum onward and try to get this reverse sweep.
Remember, objective is what wins the game. Objective is what wins the game, guys. It's not TDM. It's not Call of Duty. Sometimes this is what you need to do. So even if Max only got those 2 kills as mentioned, the fact that he was able to hold off on the zone so long, that was the reason for them to be able to come back and win that match. But here we go. We have Clan Blitz, Walleye Warehouse. This is going to be, once again, I love seeing matches on Walleye Warehouse simply because of the fact of how, just how aggressive the comps, they shine in that map. It's going to be really interesting to see it.
I feel like Squille would just go to his custom Explosion. We haven't seen him go a charge or any weapon with a Ray, so I wouldn't be surprised if they don't go a Ray here. But Ray's very useful on this map, especially when you're trying to push in, and because the Ray just out pressures everyone from their tight little court area where the basket is. So I won't be surprised if we see Eugen stay as a charger. So let's see what happens when we go into this match.
All right, so here we're going to go straight into the match once more. Here we go, Clan Blitz, Walleye Warehouse.
Staking that charger. And it goes to the Explosion. The vanilla Explosion. So the dualies, both teams have the Kinsa dualies for the baller. But we do see the Kinsa machine on the side of Spence. With the undercover Sorella Brella.
Here we go. Yeah, we had that Umbrella trying to put in work, but just so much pressure coming. Grapey right now. Grapey doing such a great job with Eugen in terms of
down on the
pairing up.
Last one's being total. He's just going to have to try to rush it in.
He wants to try to get it before Eugen's able to pop it. He does successfully do so. The only one alive was able to just throw it in there. That barrier break was simply for the sake of just trying to buy more time for Suspense, considering that 3 of them went down. But as I wanted to mention earlier, I feel like Grapey is doing such a great job with pairing up for Eugen. Like, he's able to always know where his teammates are, and as a blaster, that's something you have to do. It's an excellent strategy, since you cannot paint as effectively. And speaking of Grapey, we have him there trying to put in some work right here. Yeah, you have Max with a baller trying to get him out.
Still trying to get this 2v1 as the undercover just ballers. And is unable not to top it in time. Still trying to get this undercover out.
But they're able to get that baller away, though. And they're still providing so much pressure, trying to get this pick for so long. Finally successful in doing so. Went for the direct. Gets the direct! Gets the direct right there. That was amazing.
Is he gonna get it? He gets a triple! Is Grapey gonna get the quad here? He's missing some shots, but he gets the quad!
Gets the quad! Grapey going off right here, man. Shines one time on stream. He's like, hey, listen, guys. You know, you said Max was MVP. What about me? Look at me. So there you go. Putting in that work. But Par right now, they need to, obviously, Spence needs to retaliate from that quad. There's 3 footballs on the side there of Eugen. It's going to be really dangerous right now for Suspense to see what they can do.
That Ray is able to push people out, but they still don't have enough time. And 2 people go down onto the side of Eugen. 3 down now, leaving the last one the charger. He still has that football, though. But he's just going to get rushed back with that fizzy bomb. Does survive the fizzy bomb, though. Map going back to Suspense now. They are just building clams.
Yeah, right now
They do have the baller at the ready though, so
And
probably will go for a baller jump.
we also see the cancer
With three
machine right here. Also has a splashdown ready. You got Fizzy Bomb going on top mid, but gets picked up by Ink2Win right here with the splatter scope, putting in that work for Yujin right here. Has football ready. They recognize that someone's trying to flank, but they're still going to
They do get the jump off.
What are they going to do?
Is he
Could
gonna
they
get
get it? Could they get it? They
He
do
makes
not.
it in though.
Gets it in
But
yet again.
There's still one more there. He decides to ball her out, but pops it a bit too early and probably will get punished for this as he does go down. But then again, suspense. Still holding that mid. Yujin gets one pick with the blaster, but then goes immediately down to that Fizzy Bomb. Suspense still holding this top mid area, trying to just watch all the points of entries from Yujin.
It's really interesting to see. What I gotta say, I still feel like observing this match that Yujin, in terms of offense, they are superior. They've been getting more picks, etc., winning more 1v1s. But Suspense is always finding the answers to be able to push and get those barrier breaks right here. Yujin always be holding a lot of clams as well, but there's just seems to be no way to break through.
Both teams have over 20 clams at the ready, so both teams can just go in whenever they really want. Because they're just trying to stay back, as Yujin trying to stay back, and Suspense trying to capitalize on this. Holding that mid, they try to go in with the baller now. They all notice it, spot it out. But they do get the jump off. They have 3 clams at the ready. And they lets them down to 14 as that undercover is still there. They don't really call him out.
It's only at 11 right now. What are they going to do? We need to see something from Yujin right here to stop this push. It needs to end here. Power is putting in so much work with Sorella. Finally does get it, and they got the football. They're going to have another football ready. Ink2Win's going to go ahead and pick that up. But with only less than a minute left, they got a baller ready. No turf. It's looking really dire right now. Yujin is last week's champion. They're able, Max is trying to jump out there. Unfortunately, goes down again to the Kansas Slosh machine. Fizzy Bomb really activated. Power there protecting.
Yeah, decide just to leave that clam away. Let the clam despawn, but I see Grapey trying to go in for a flank. No one knows this. He gets the pick though. And this might be a good time to jump. As they get 2.
This is it. This is what they needed. This is exactly what
Yujin
needed. Gets, yeah,
Grapey's just making so much of an opening right now. As they score it in, but unfortunately 2 down from Yujin, the reaction was just a bit too slow. And that's 3 down, leaving the 8th tree, and that's another team wipe.
That's a wipe.
It's Suspense. Just needs to be able to hold this mid area and try to throw clams off the maps. They don't have any, but Suspense up 17, and Yujin needs to collect clams now, but they're still at 0. And unfortunately, Yujin is gonna get that loss.
It's really disappointing to see. As I said, I still think that during that match, it seemed like Yujin did extremely well, especially Grapey putting in so much work for the team in terms of 1v1s, etc. But Suspense was just always able to sneak in right there. As you see the KDs, look at Grapey putting in that work at 17 kills.
I definitely think if Yujin would have responded faster to what Grapey was doing, because Grapey had a major opening with that Inkjet getting, what was it, 4 kills? 2 with the blaster, 2 with the Inkjet. It was just a bit too slow, and they weren't able to capitalize enough. So.
Alrighty, well, it looks like, unfortunately, we still have to wait for another match, but we're going to have, it seems, Suspense going to move on to winners finals. Yujin does go to losers bracket, and we'll have to await, it seems like the winner of Copy Paste and Momentum. I'm sure we'll be able to see them again soon. Also, updates, you still have Moonlight Honor, which is formerly Notorious, up against Ragnarok right here. They're up 1 game. But there is a bit of a issue right here. They need some assistance from the staff, so I need to go and check that out. So once again, we will be going with an intermission, and we'll be back as soon as we have a match for you.
Yes. Yeah. So they won. Oh, so fun fact. Right before this tournament, we scrimmed them like 40 minutes before this tournament. Um, yeah, so we kind of have a little insight, I guess. Um, I was specking, so I didn't really see much, but I, yeah. All right. So this is the loser semis. Yeah, I think so. Might be. Yeah. Um. Just gotta say something to someone. So. I don't know. I guess I'm aggressive. Yeah, you definitely aggression. Yeah. So, zones kelp. What do you think's mainly gonna happen here? Like, where do you think they're gonna position? What do you expect from the teams, like comp wise? Especially with the inkjets over the walls. So yes, I expect. I know inkjets are kind of dying down in the meta right now. This map, inkjets are totally worth it here. So I won't be surprised if I guess Miner goes a blaster here or something like that. I won't be surprised if I can't pronounce their team name. So MMC goes a ballpoint, because ballpoint, if you can just position them on the grades, it's really good. So let's see what their comps are going to be for this match. So we do see the ballpoint on Ragnarok and ballpoint on both sides. Yes. See, Brock just holding this far left side, watching for any flank at the moment. Does not spot any, just still trying to hold this side. Like, she's really great at painting, so that's all he's going to be really doing as we see the ballpoint. Position top left, both in position top left at the moment. Ragnarok still needs to go in with their specials and try to go into the zone. Did a ball point. Did you see the splash down coming in from the zone, the side of Tetris? He's gonna get 2v1 by Brock, though. Ragnarok just needs to go in. They get the neutralize, but is this going to be able to hold range with Johnny flanking around in the backside? Just going to get picked off Team White from Ragnarok. Really good stuff from Magistrate's Mercs. Just being able to hold. Did they just change their name or did they get like, like one of those? Wow. I always thought they got sponsored, but like I wasn't too sure, so I never asked. But is it like a big org, like they fly them out, or do you know any of that stuff, or no? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't remember actually. I wasn't really in the scene of Splatoon 1. But yeah, so going into this next round, we have TC Sturgeon. What do you think we're gonna see here from the side of Yeah, but like we said, in the Eugen set about the 10 missiles on the tower, I wouldn't be surprised if Banana goes vanilla, just space them out on the tower if you're trying to get that final push from Ragnarok. If they just have the 10 missiles ready, just pop it onto the tower. Everyone scatters around, trying not to die from the missiles, and it's a free tower. Yeah, anyone can get on. So I wouldn't be surprised if he goes vanilla. For sure. Yeah, so let's see if they bring out the vanilla Slash here. If Ragnarok brings out any 10 missiles. So let's see here. And looks like they're gonna have that Jet Sculpture as their backline. And double machine. What is your opinion on the double machine right now?
Oh, I love it. Overflow actually did incorporate that as well, and they put in so much pressure with it. The double Slosh machine, the double fizzy bombs, and the double generous hitbox. they just put so much pressure. I expect good things out of it.
As Meyer does, he get that first pick on that one Slashing machine, but two on side. But he's trying to rush, and is able to get the get one, but he's still in 1v1 with that Slashing machine. The Slashing machine does back up into their court.
Miner putting in that work right now. Miner right here is going to be helping Ragnarok try to clear that first checkpoint right here. All four of them, kind of questionable for all of them to be grouped right there. The Stingray coming out from Scrub to put in that work, but you got Banana out here that falls.
Someone needs to get back onto that tower. As they get past the checkpoint, they just need to win that 1v1. And the Jet Splitter does win that 1v1 and is not going to ride that tower. Decides to opt out and just drop back. For regroup now. Merc whatever his name is just
Magistrate Mercs. Magistrate Mercs right now. Banana trying to put in that work right here. It looks like they're kind of suffering the paint control issue with the double Kenza Slashing machine, but that is why you have a Jet and you have a Enzap. So it's quite unfortunate. Maybe right now the comp isn't working in Ragnarok.
But Ragnarok is
work
just
again.
All the aggression. I don't think Mercs can handle it.
Look at how proud do you feel to see your team doing this kind of work to a team like Magistrate? This is really
honestly
stuff.
Haven't seen him put this much aggression into a set in a long. Really surprised.
But
as you see, Magistrate Mercs just trying to push back on the left side as the Zap pushing the only one going from the right side though. Two down from Ragnarok, just Need to get that map control and try to push into that court as they do spot one onto the snipe. And is not able to get the pick. The Tetris just going around, but Tetris do die to the Kinsa machine.
So here at the moment, I got the end zap on deck here, but he goes down right now. Miner just MVP right now, putting in so much work for Ragnarok here. He's just able to play such solid defense.
He's always in the right
Yeah,
positions.
exactly. His positioning has been great thus far. And he's trying to get this 2v1 here. The person's trying to go for a jump, does successfully.
Does get to dump out, but this is giving Ragnarok a great opportunity to just push ahead as we see Miner trying to go in as much as he can. Gets one shot on the Jet Sculpture, but just gets out pressured by the other one.
Yeah, so Storm's going to be out here. Kenza coming out. I want to see more from Storm. I'm excited to see this. So he does recognize that someone is on the right, but that person jumped out. So he's going to try to go ahead, get mid for the team.
As he's just going to get an 1v1 with the Tetris, but the Tetris do go down.
I can't tell. I think the Tetris dropped down. I think that was like, you know, just drop to their death when you roll away, man. You're like, no, press F. But here you go. Scrub got that Stingray out here. Gonna go ahead and try to stop that push, but he moves it away from the tower, brings it right back, pushes away Bronze, is not able to get it, and then Miner has a way paid for him to sort of go in and get that pressure going yet again.
See Storm just staying back in their court, just throwing fizzy bombs, letting Ragnarok just hold mid as they're just trying to, as Mercman. Manstrays Mercs or whatever, tries to just tries to regroup in the court and try to get something done without Ray coming out, stopping that push from Ragnarok.
Splashdown is not enough. Almost got the kill on Storm right here. It seems like he's just struggling so much right now. Magistrate Merc is just going down so much in terms of turf. They do not have enough turf whatsoever. I think that they need to utilize the fizzy bombs a lot better. They need to both be using fizzy bombs at the same time, because that is the point of it. You want the massive chip damage and you want that massive coverage. That is the point of it. And both Kenza machines go down, and now it's just the Jet right here. So we have Ragnarok once again successfully defending the checkpoint.
See, that ends up just playing around right now. Getting out pressured by a 2v1, decides to back up. Good decision on him. He's almost at that armor.
Really close, he really wants it.
So we see the Jet Squads are riding that tower right now. With Brock just standing on the snipe, watching out for any entry points. It's 2 down, go for Ragnarok. But Ragnarok still has that Ray ready as he pops it.
Oh, could not get that last checkpoint. He's still trying. He does manage
to
get
the checkpoint though.
Pixel.
But that is 3 down for
Magistrate. Yeah, I'll have to go down for that. And they did clear that important checkpoint, but it is not enough. There's only 10 seconds left right here. If Ragnarok does get control all of mid, I do not see an answer for Magistrate Merc to push back in.
See Ragnarok just riding that tower. No one's gonna try to stop it, and that's a game win for Ragnarok.
So the set is tied up. It is a game 3 situation. This is awesome stuff. I love seeing all these teams you don't usually get to see on stream putting in that work right here. Miner and you let me know who that is.
The Inzep.
Yeah.
So that was Johnny with the 6 armors, putting in a lot of specials, putting in a lot of work actually with that armor. I feel like once they got the armor off, they were just able to capitalize. They knew exactly when to push up, and they knew exactly when to pop that armor. They realized when they're pushing up, and honestly, great work from them. But Magistrate Mercs still need to find that. Still need to do that. Try to find that lockout position that they had in the first round. Once Magistrate Mercs gets that lockout, Ragnarok just kind of falls apart though. So let's see if Magistrate can realize that and try to replicate it. Is this the right map?
Yeah, unfortunately it is. We had the person who made the map modes put in kelp twice, and we're just gonna have to go with it. It's disappointing.
But this is actually great for Magistrate Mercs, because you did see in the zones they were able to lock out Ragnarok almost immediately with Kelp Dome. So maybe they can do the same thing with Rainmaker. But the only difference that I can say is Rainmaker, you have to move the Rainmaker into the other team's spawn, which might be harder to lock out them since zones is right in the middle and you can just control basically any place that you want. So let's see if Ministrakes can get that lockout again. Ragnarok, last time we saw him here, got locked out. So we need to see if they can realize what they did wrong and try to push back and do stuff correctly this time. So
what's going to be interesting is to see how Ragnarok is going to adjust from that first Kelp match that did not go so well in their favor. And the fact that we have to also see Magistrate probably going to go ahead and adjust considering how that last match was kind of rough for them too. So here we go. Game 3 situation. Only one of these teams will move on. It is a best of 3. It is not best of 5. So let's see what happens here.
Did you see that Jet Sculpture?
The Jet Sculpture putting out work again. What do you think? Is that the missile one though?
No, that's the Ray.
Oh, okay. So
I don't think missiles would be really effective on Rainmaker. So we do see Johnny pushing out from the right side. Has to back off. Notices that he did a 1v3, but that Jet Sculpture is able to get him. And that's a full wipe on the Ragnarok.
So right here you have Brock trying to push up. He almost has armor on deck right here. Miner, can he do it as he's done many times? There you go. Takes down Brock. Does not have splashdown ready though. Is gonna opt to go ahead and attack from a different angle. He sees the Rainmaker, recognizes it, unfortunately goes down the grates and gets picked off. And you have Bronze holding the Rainmaker, gonna get picked off again right at the door, and was able to activate armor right before being splatted. So now you have
just over there to spam Fizzy Bombs on the window. Tries to push out right now. Doesn't notice the people in the tree and goes immediately down the rock.
Unfortunately, Brock takes him out with that one shot. And we have here Banana opted to pick up the Rainmaker instead. Brock was aiming for it, but it seems that Banana wants the paint support to come from Brock's side.
That doesn't go down, but there is a jump, and it probably is a splash on jump, and it is. So Brock realized that backs off. Still trying to hold this tree area though. Decides to back off all the way.
Doing a fantastic job. I have to say, it's really impressive of him to do so because they're able to hold it down. Allows for right now Magistrate Mirth just pressuring and going all over, overwhelming Ragnarok on tree, and 2 go down. So that was a very good decision on Brock.
Do you see him trying to pop that Rainmaker again? Will they have to go to the left side this time? We do see Miner just position to the left.
The push is still at 64. They did get successfully stopped at the door, which is a great job from on the side of Ragnarok here. The counter raid coming out, but he loses the 1v1.
Ragnarok cannot get the Rainmaker with that raid though. We see one push up into the garden area, coughing that baller, not being able to get him any kicks. Just as I said that, Banana does gets the heavy, but it immediately goes down to Lugi.
Yeah, Lugi heading straight to mid right here. Finally, Ragnarok picking up the Rainmaker. They're going to try to push for the lead. I don't really understand what happened there. It's a little disappointing. Ragnarok could have gotten the lead if they just walked it right there.
But it looks like they're going to try to rush in. They still get the lead no matter what. But it wasn't as good of a lead as it is when it went from the left.
Yeah, a little questionable. I would like to know what was the thought process there. But there, unfortunately, gets picked up by Storm. And Priest putting in that work, going to try to cover mid. They do have 2 minutes left, and it's unfortunate. They just need to try to figure out Ragnarok's defense. It's been just successfully pushing it back over and over and over again.
Do you see Lugi getting taken down right now? With 2 down from Ragnarok.
Storm was able to pick off
Shake
Ragnarok. Storm right now with the ink check. You see that ink check activated right here?
Storm is just going to try to get this pick onto the Tetris, but is unable to get it. Still sharking in mid though. This Banana just trying to contest anything that he can at the moment. He's trying to also contest a 1v2 as the Zap pushes out with the machine and is able to get a full wipe onto Manashake Mercs. If I was Ragnar, I would just push from this left side to get as many points as they can, and which is what they do.
We got a minute and a half left, and we already have the slosh machine going down right here. Run speed on this N-Zap is putting in the work, but he gets pushed away by Banana, so it's only 2 of them left, but they still have control of mid. Honestly, at this point, it would still be great for them to be able to just run the timer right now. But the Rainmaker does go down. Armor is ready. Uses the counter the Ray. It's a 3v3 situation with 1 minute left. This will be a great upset right here. If Ragnarok is able to take out the number 3rd seed on this tournament. We got one down.
Johnny does get that pick on that slosher. Is he going to be able to get 2? No, unfortunately not, but he's just going to try to push it as they leave the Rainmaker. Almost popped, but Storm, popping out Inkjet, is able to get that insane shot onto Lugi.
Yeah, that was insane.
And
That's another one!
And the heavy!
Oh my god, that was insane. And here you finally have Storm with the 2 picks. And is this going to be that moment that Magistrate Merc was waiting for? What is Ragnarok going to do to respond to this? As they have control of right tree. This could be the one push that they need to either win this. This could be it. It might decide the match.
Ragnarok, damn bombs at the moment. So they're trying to push through the corridor. And the only way that they can stop it is for Johnny. Goes in, rushes in, is unable to get the ticket. They're going to try to mid. Shoots him out and he goes back in, but dies immediately to that sloshing machine. Is he going to splash down onto the Rainmaker? Gets 1 pick, but they need to contest it.
It's right at the door. What
They're
is
going to
happening
keep on
here?
contesting it. They're going to try to bring it. He just needs to
No!
grab it and they win.
Oh, Ragnarok takes it. Ragnarok takes it with a great upset, 2-1 over Magistrate Merc.
Man, I was going to say, like, Mercs playing that patient game the whole entire time. Almost paying off, though. Just, unfortunately, Ragnarok's defense just outplayed at the end. Honestly, though, I feel like Mercs, they did capitalize, but I don't think it capitalized fast enough on those 2 picks, which definitely lost them the match.
That
Because
was
those 2
insane.
inkjet kills were just amazing.
That was insane. Yeah, honestly, Storm with the picks on that inkjet, those 2 clutch shots, almost would have won the whole match for Magistrate Merc. But for some reason, they just could not respond to the defense of Ragnarok on that door. They just could not get past door and Kelp. And just like that, what a reverse of fortunes, considering that in the first game, Zones Kelp, they just did not go very well whatsoever for Ragnarok, and they were just able to respond and get the answer. I know you're super excited for this, Joe. I know to see your team move up like that. That's must be something nice to see, huh?
Yeah. This is amazing for Ragnarok to be.
So what I'll do is that we'll do a small intermission right here as we get ready for winners finals. It looks like Ragnarok is gonna go up against Copy Paste. Did Copy Paste beat?
So who's
Eugen?
even on copy paste?
I don't know.
Did Eugen drop? Eugen must have dropped, right?
I don't know. Yeah, I see 1-0 for Copy Paste. I maybe.
Is that a mess up on the Battlefire, or is it they dropped? I think I just dropped.
I might have to figure this out. So we're gonna do a quick intermission. We're gonna get the winners finals in here, guys. So let's get this started, homies. But great stuff to Ragnarok. We're gonna see them soon. Alrighty, welcome back, homies. We're gonna get started. Winners finals. It's Suspense versus Overflow. It's gonna be really interesting. The rematch from the Ludi Div 1 semifinals. Here we go. The teams are gonna meet.
Once again, yeah. You know, Overflow being able to take out Overpower, and we also saw Suspense being able to take out Eugen. Like we said last time, Eugen won last tournament, so I won't be surprised. But we do see a Tentabrella coming out from the side of Suspense. What is your opinion on this?
The Tentabrella, oh man, it's really interesting to see that come out. Most of the time, you're not going to see them be able to try to apply pressure in terms of aggression, but what they're usually out for is it's a major support weapon. It's about getting those bubbles out as often as you possibly can, and then here you go. We got King right here in the left zone. See what they're going to be able to do. They're able to already take down 3 on the side of Suspense right here, and you have the Hydra putting in so much pressure onto their bunker.
Yeah, Overflow just able to get that quick kills at the beginning and now have complete map control. And as we see Wiz, even though he's in heavy, he's allowed to be pushed up this far. And we see Total now, trying to get back onto this wall. Goes inside the baller in though.
I got Para here with the Brella right down the right zone. Was able to single-handedly get both of the zones right there to keep Suspense in this match.
The baller come in now on the side of Overflow. So he's able to dodge it, but then falls off.
Para still putting in that work in the bunker, but the Stingray's going to be coming out to apply some pressure right here.
Tentabrella decides to jump out. Just comes back into the match immediately. Has the at the ready though. Let's see if Suspense can do anything with him, but immediately goes down. Overflow just watching all the entry points and is able to capitalize on almost every single pick that they get. 2 down on the side of Suspense again. And did you see Wes just sharking on that bunker area? Spots out the Hydra. Just tries to throw torpedoes at him to annoy him. Do we do see a baller coming in for Suspense? The Tentabrella.
King right
Pushing
here,
out.
pressuring on the right. But the baller's going to be coming in, pressuring Wiz. Wiz able to retreat just in time right now. King right here trying to defend Wiz, but unfortunately does get picked off right now by the Hydra. Right, he's just owning right here, like all the greats in the mask. He's all over it right here, but
unfortunately does go down to Jerry. Yeah, Jerry decides to pop that splash on. He's just gonna try to paint up that right side.
So Jay right here opting for the Kenzie machine from what I'm seeing. It's one of those things, it just helps so much with such an offense weapon. And the fizzy bombs, you know, I can't stress the importance of it. As he just did it right there. The fizzy bomb into 1 hit from the slosh machine was able to take them down.
It's weird to see Jerry opting to go that double fizzy bomb set instead of working on for that like more swim speed or movement, but it still works out as he gets that pick with that fizzy. But we did a Hydra. Trying to put those bubbles immediately to get the pick.
Total gets
Spence needs to cap. You do finally cap this, but we do see Wiz with that heavy, holding that Ray just for the right time. We need to see if Suspense can hold their positions. We do see that Tentabrella trying to be as aggressive as possibly can.
So Brella putting in that work right there, was able to get that kill right there on West. He defends the Stingray, but unfortunately still goes down right there, and the counter's trying to window down right here. 55. Overflow needs to try to find a way to stop this right here.
Total just decides to jump out, goes to the other zone.
So we got Wiz here on the right. Now he's in the zone, but the baller does is the response right here. Gets pushed a bit on mask. Has taken a bit of damage.
West does go down for the side of Overflow. And then King goes down. That's 3 down for Overflow. And with no penalty on the side of Suspense, they're just able to get quick points. So you do see the Rapids, the first one out, throwing his torpedoes around.
So we have Squillo in mid right here on mask again. The Stingray is going to be coming out. They got 1 zone contested right here on the left side. Total's trying to defend right there on mid. Yeah, the baller come in to maybe get the cap, but no, the other zone gets picked off. It gets capped as the other one goes down. West going to go down as well. Squill just putting in so much work right here. Suspense is doing great work with the zones right here.
And Overflow just needs to find their answers to push in. With Suspense, great positioning, will it be able to be happening? It's not, unfortunately, going to happen. First game going to suspense.
It's one of those things that it looked like Overflow had that in the bag for sure, but it's very common on Manta Maria when you're gonna see something like you start to kind of, not I want to say feed, but you don't coordinate well enough when you start getting pressured from the objective. So it's a bit of an issue, and suspense will take the first game there. But I mean, don't count Overflow out. They made it this far for a reason.
Yes, yeah.
So we'll see. It's suspense 1-0. Next will be Piranha Pit Tower. That's going to be an interesting one as well.
Do we know the map?
Yeah, it's Piranha Pit Tower.
Okay, so I feel like on this map, you know how like the tower, it has a very unorthodox path where it first goes onto your side when it's pushing. So getting that first checkpoint isn't that hard to do, but if any team gets to that second checkpoint, you're gonna have to be extra coordinated because you're right in that closed area. And I wouldn't be surprised if Suspense bring out that Brella. That Brella just painted a whole bunch. And since it's tower control, he can just contest the tower with his shield. So I'm not sure what Overflow would do here, but I would say Overflow just brings out Array, probably brings out Wiz with the heavy spot lane again. Overflow just, they need to get a better opening. That opening just wasn't really much for Overflow and Manta Maria.
Well, the beginning, actually, I mean, they did end up having the zone for a very, very, very long time. So it was a really close match up until the point where it happens quite a lot with a lot of teams where they start to kind of crumble under the pressure when the zones are capped and you're coming from spawn and you just don't know how to respond to that. And I think that's what the problem was in that last match. And it happens to many, many teams. So we're going to see if Overflow is going to be able to kind of respond to that. It is a best of 5, so they do have a couple more games to get back into this.
They need to be able to push out better with their specials. Though they did do it last match, it wasn't much of like a capping. Like I just saw like specials coming out from their street, not really be able to get to the zone in time. So let's see if they can do more in this TC Piranha game.
Oh man. Okay, so here we go. We got ourselves second game going to happen right here. We got the vanilla slosh machine coming out and a ballpoint. I'm still a fan of the ballpoint, even though people say it got nerfed to the ground. I still think like it has a lot to offer. So we're going to start here with Power right here as he lays down an ink mine, lays down another ink mine. Gonna go ahead and splat King with both the double ink mines popping off right there. And there's only one left on the side of Overflow here. What's Jerry going to be doing right now?
He just decides to jump out right now. King just
that was very smart decision. We do have a cloud on the side there. Squirrel's gonna pop it right here. He's gonna continue to get onto the tower. Probably get this little early lead. Able to get the inkjet right there. That was a really impressive shot. So
Wiz goes down with that splash down though. Moving into a 3v3. Gets past that checkpoint though. Does die to the bomb though. So unfortunate for him. But they just need to be able to push out. Overflow just need to be able to push out the moment they total. 2 down on the side of Suspense though. So we see Jerry.
Yeah, putting a lot of work now.
On the left side. Getting ready for this push on the left though. With that ballpoint just watching them.
Wiz's rampage went to an end to Total. King's going to be able to take on Total as well. The Zap is going to be into mid. They really want to try to get this checkpoint right now. They know they can even it out. King right here trying to provide as much paint support as he possibly can. Trying to partner up with Jerry a bit. Almost has armor on deck, but not just yet. The tower has stopped moving, and Suspense recognized that and starts to take the tower. King's being pushed back very often, but he got the armor right here. He's going to use it now and covering checkpoint.
See Wes trying to push up on that right side. Spots out the blaster. Is able to beat him down. There's 2 down for Suspense right now. And what we need to see from Overflow right now is them pushing from the left. As we do see Wes getting killed by that undercover. That inkjet.
Yeah. From looking at the match, it just seems that West be going in by himself quite a lot and gets picked off for it. He's putting himself in a lot of bad 1v2 situations here. You have Sorella Bella trying to put in work, but now as you see there, West retaliates, gets that rapid shot right onto Para to take him down.
West just needs to be able to spam those torpedoes on the left side and try to spot out anyone. This overflow does spot out the inkjet, but the inkjet gets 2. 3 down from the side of overflow now.
Alright, so here you go. You got Total trying to put in some work right here. Suspense is going to be able to push that tower a little bit more. Gets a kill on Jerry right here. Still trying to get on the other
putting
one.
So much work at the moment right now. With 2 down from overflow, should be a good push from Suspense. Decides to get off the tower though. We see the machine though, trying to keep all the pressure, but we see West moving in with that baller, unable to do anything really much with it. We see Wiz building that ray. He needs to build that race, so we can see the Inzap just riding that tower. I would say pop the ray right now, which he does.
He gets that push right here. Jerry's going to have to try to push up, but he does have the inkjet activated. They may be able to get the lead here. It is quite possible. Wiz is going to get on the tower, so that allows King to push. But no, they just need 1 point, but they're both off it. But there you go. They get the point. They get a 2-point lead right here.
But that push made him go 3 down, though. So
you have King back and have as much as you can, but they're going to gain a lot of turf control back. Suspense is going to still be looking to retaliate with the last minute left, and they have a Cloud ready on deck to be able to use it off the first checkpoint.
He does throw that Cloud. They still have the Ray on the side of Suspense. They're just going to keep on pushing it, getting it to all the way to 60-ish. Still pushing though, and that Blaster.
Yeah,
and a Blaster 1v1 with West, and West gets the 1v1. With the 1v2 now pushing back the other dude. Just decides to come off.
King gets the kill right there on the ball point right here. He's going to try to paint up that first checkpoint as much as he can. He has armor activated. He sees that Kenza is giving him too much pressure right here, so he has to back off and paint elsewhere. Trying to get the tower to finally start moving on to the first checkpoint. It is still a very, very close match right here. Overflow still has quite a good chance to still make it. Wiz unfortunately does go down, and it's a 2v4 situation. I don't know what King would have to do to kind of get back into this. Unfortunately, does get picked off there. The splashdown gets him.
We do see West still holding that baller, trying to do as much as he can. Right, does decide to pop that baller as we see Jerry trying to get onto that tower, and they get 2. Blaster does get 2, and then unfortunately goes down to the Zap, but that doesn't even. It's the second the Inzap got on the tower. Pretty unfortunate for Overflow, but good match from Suspense, able to hold their hold Overflow's conveyor.
Suspense will take it 0-2, so we're gonna see the situation where Overflow is gonna have to go for a reverse sweep.
That match was very back and forth though. It honestly could have went both ways.
Yeah, it was a really good match. I really enjoyed it quite a lot. So we're gonna have their game 3 anchovy games.
Okay, do you think they're gonna go a vanilla Brilla, or would they just go stick with like another type of undercover, maybe with the armor?
I have yet to see
Para,
about that. Yeah, what's Para gonna run? Does it not have a bomb rush? I would think that he's probably still gonna stick with that if that was the case.
So the vanilla undercover has splashdown. The Sorella has baller, and then the Kunsa, has ink armor. So
I don't see Suspense running armor. They don't seem to really care for it as much as Overflow does. But I'm gonna probably see Jerry running like he's probably gonna go 10 attack for this one for sure. So they're gonna have some inkjet pressure onto the plat. Wiz, I don't know if Wiz can actually run backline.
Really good.
Yeah, this is one of those stages where you cannot deny inkjet. This is where it could be. That's his home.
As long as they win the beginning of like the beginning match, like right at the beginning, if they get like 2 to 3 down, they need to just build their specials and hold those inkjets until they push back into their street, and that's when the inkjets can capitalize. Just pushing it over to the enemy street, trying to get as many picks. So let's see what they can do in this match.
All right, let me switch it off right here as we're ready to go into game 3. Overflow down 2 games. So let's see if this is the game they need to keep in the set, or else they're going to be having a trip to losers finals.
So we do see the vanilla umbrella on the side of Para. Able to get one.
So I see Total here on the left fan right now on their side. They are able to cap zone. Armor does go off for Overflow. Total's going to be trying to cover that zone right
Sharking
here.
on that fan. Just trying to build that inkjet as fast as he can, as they do spot out on that Ray. Tries to throw a bomb at it to outspace it, but unfortunately not going to get the kill at all. As King, 2 people going to rush Total, but he's not going to be able to jump out. King just trying to paint this zone as fast as he can. Gets the cap, and then gets the lead. Though it's not a big lead at all.
Not
so
at
this
all.
is still very close.
So you got King right here trying to put as much paint support down as he possibly can.
The splash on in the zone. Just not being able to get any picks, just more spacing out now. Is able to get the kill with the suction bomb though.
Suction bomb coming in clutch for King. Is able to get that kill. He's going to try to get zone right here, or he's going to try to help his teammate here on the left. But getting pressured right
Just
now by the
evading
Hydra.
actually all the shots from the heavy. Able to survive for as long as he can.
West goes down,
See,
unfortunately,
two
on
on
left
top.
column right here. And we have the cleanse sausage machine right there on their plat, trying to find it when he starts going in. Inkjet is ready for Total. It looks like he's going to probably go onto the left side. Go for it right here. Maybe hit on the top. Yes, he does go for it. Almost gets the
Goes
pick
spot
there
on
on
the Jerry.
Jerry. Does get the
Gets
kill
it,
on
though.
Jerry.
And then, oh, he almost gets that heavy, but he does go down. And spots out the one guy sharking on the left side with Total, trying to rush him. Yeah, get this 1v1. He does win that 1v1. Very crucial 1v1. If King would have won that 1v1, they would just have that armor ready.
Yeah, and it could have stopped the zone as well, but it's quite unfortunate for Overflow. King goes down, but there's still about 10 more points left before they get the lead. It's winding down very, very quickly right here. But
Bro,
we do
just
have a
sharking on that fan,
3v2
trying to go in.
situation.
Does go down though. But King just needs we just need him Overflow to just go back into that zone. Does pop the armor. So does Suspense. Oh, Hydra decides to push up into the zone now. Still watching out for the flanks though. So West with that baller. I would like to see someone on Overflow just try to flank.
So here we go.
One.
And it's winding down right here very, very quickly. Overflow needs to find some answers here. They got already 3 down, or 2 down here. They're starting to get their numbers back. They do cap the zone. Wiz gonna be behind here, trying to cover an anchor for Overflow. You have West and you have King pushing up on their plat, and Jerry can't seem to find an answer to get in there on the right fan. He keeps getting rejected as he tries to get in there. Wiz gonna try to provide some more support. Maybe try to help West on the left, but West does go down. The timer
Total just being able
finally
to get
down.
many 1v1 picks as he possibly can. He's able to get many 1v1s. As he pops that inkjet, gets another one with that inkjet. We've seen a lot of work from Total this match. MVP basically, just trying to push as much as he can.
And I see here
Decides to go into the site.
BBB right there, putting so much pressure right now into their court. He gets the kill on West. Someone's on their wall. He's going to try to go for another one, but he gets picked down.
Machine goes into a 1v3 situation and just immediately goes down. There's 2 still on the street. The Bro and the T-Tech just being able to shark and get as many picks as they can, as there's 2 down from Overflow. But West goes into a 1v1, unfortunately loses it, as pops that ink that does not do much with it at all. And now it's just a game of sharking for Suspense.
That
Trying to
trade
watch
was
out for
super
all it.
important. This could be it. And Suspense is going to take it 3-0. A dominant performance right here. They're going to go off to grand finals, and Overflow will have to wait in losers finals. I have to say, what a strong performance from Suspense's side. What a revenge that they got on Overflow from the Ludi Div 1 semifinals. It's a yikes, I have to say.
Very unfortunate for Overflow. Just Suspense. Able to capitalize more on the aggression.
I mean, we will have the grand finals will be best of 7. I'm just wondering if Overflow will be the one to return into grand finals right here.
I'll see who is. Do we have anything going on with the semis?
Right now,
Like,
it's just
did anyone
copy
win yet?
paste versus Ragnarok, and I don't know what the update is on that situation.
Copy and
right now.
paste 1-2-0.
But it's a best of 5 though,
Oh,
isn't
my
it?
bad.
Is it?
Well,
Wait. Sorry, no, it's
it
never mind. It's
shows.
not. It's not. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
Losers finals is best of 5. All of losers is best of 3. So it looks like we're gonna go into that losers finals straight away. Then it seems. In the meantime, as you guys wait, let me just try to set up for the losers finals. Just be patient, guys. We'll be right back. Alrighty, Joe, as we are waiting on the next match, what do you think about this? It's going to be super exciting to see
Honestly,
copy paste right here. I haven't seen him in action, so
yeah, me too. But I do know a bunch of people from copy and paste. For example, Lame. He goes by the other name of Kojo. He's been on past teams with me, and I can tell you, after 3 years of knowing him, I can tell you right now, he might be a star player for that team. But then again, we have Nitro on there. He's not really much of a known player in the Splatoon 2, but in Splatoon 1, he was on like Nexus and all his top Splatoon 1 teams. So I don't really expect it to be a 3-0. I expect it to be a very close.
Oh, who do you think is going to be taking it?
Honestly, I think Overflow.
Really?
I know Overflow has been a team longer than this one, so but Copy and Paste does have some very familiar names. So it's really hard to call, but I think the inexperience of Copy and Paste will lead to their demise.
All right, it's going to be an interesting match because I've yet to see them play, so it's going to be really, really cool. Hopefully, do you find that Copy Paste may be an aggressive team or more passive or objective based? What would you say?
I would definitely say aggressive because I'm not sure about Lit Blue. I think he plays the undercover, but I know for a fact Kojo and Nitro are just always trying to be aggressive. It doesn't matter like if Kojo goes a midline, he will be trying to be aggressive with it. I wouldn't be surprised if Kojo goes like a Kinsa Glugas, but
It seems like you're quite excited for this team.
yeah. I don't know. I knew I've just never seen him in tournaments, so
How long have they been a team recently?
I don't know, like maybe 2 to 3 months, something around there. I don't really know, so
And have they joined many tournaments, or what's the case with that?
I think I've seen them in SSG like twice, but I don't think they've ever gotten a top 8 in like this isn't like facts and all, but I don't think they have gotten in the top 8. It wouldn't surprise me if they have though.
So
Their lineup is pretty good.
So you're telling me that this team has not gotten top 8 at SSG?
I think.
It's quite a surprise.
I don't remember.
That's very
Yeah,
surprising. But here
I
they
think I
are
got in
for
close.
third place, though. Yeah, exactly. They're getting close because here they are for, up for grabs is second place at least, or a chance at even winning the tournament in grand finals. Suspense is awaiting there. And looks like with the timer going down, we're going to get started on tower control humpback. So let's get straight into it.
Let's see if they try to bring out that Sasha Deco. Might be a really good pick for this map. You do see the heavy and a range blaster from West.
Yeah, range
What Blue
blaster.
doing?
I will say little backstory. This is definitely one of his favorite maps as a range blaster. So you can expect him to put in some work right here as he engages right there with the Slosher. Unfortunately, does go down. King here on the left, gonna be trying to get that armor, but he could not get it even before copy paste. And we're gonna have the heavy put in work, and copy paste gonna be the first to go and start pushing.
That raid is able to get 1-2 down from the side of Overflow though. Flip Blue just riding that tower, just spamming as many torpedoes as he can, just coming for the armor.
You
The
have
spot went out.
Lame here with the baller, try to help and just overwhelm Jerry and gets that pick right there. And you have King trying to run away, unfortunately goes down here to Nitro. And it's already so many, 3 down already, and this tower is still moving. We have seen this before with Ragnarok and was the suspense, where it's like the match already quickly started on one team's direction, but the other team could possibly still pull a comeback as long as they can try to get their footing down here. Jerry trades with Umbrella. The checkpoint almost cleared right now at 15. King is going to start to move in, gets onto the tower to finally get it moving back.
Still riding, but unfortunately goes down almost immediately. 3 down on the side of copy and paste. See Wiz just sharking the mid, trying to get as much pain as he can.
They're trying to help West to get some footing right now. 15 is quite a push to get back from, though, so it's going to be really, really difficult. We got to see what Overflow has to offer right here to try to get this comeback.
They do realize the last 2 are just pushed back on the far left side as they pop that armor, trying to push out. Heavy does spot out that bucket almost immediately.
West right here, gonna try to get some cover fire going here. He gets 2 with that 1 shot, and he's gonna start to finally move in onto their core. This is exactly the situation that Overflow wants, but they want to get the aggression going right here. He gets another pick yet again on Nitro, so he's going to be moving in even more. Wiz is on the second
West
checkpoint
does
right
have to go
now,
back out, but it almost dies immediately.
but it's a 2v2 situation.
As they get past the second checkpoint, though, pops out armor. They still have that Ray at the ready, though. Spots out the undercover. Tries to rush him. Undercover is unable to get any picks.
Wiz,
3 down on his side to copy and paste, though. This might be a great push for Overflow. Fortunately, the tower's in a very bad situation. But then again, 3-0 down from Overflow.
I really
in this
don't
bucket,
even know what
just-
happened there. The Overflow looked like they were in such a good prime position, and then three of them went down all of a sudden.
Very unfortunate. So,
We have King here in mid, though. Splat Bombs is going to unfortunately pick him
Splat
up, though.
Bombs. Amazing splat bomb by Nitro. But then amazing... Just has to back off now. Trying to run away from the Rays, but they're just going to be spamming torpedoes at them.
One of the things I do have to say, it seems like Overflow here is being overwhelmed with turf right here. Jerry almost got killed by that splat bomb. King goes down yet again to another splat bomb. Has Inkjet. Jerry does have Inkjet ready. He does have his eyes on the heavy there. Wants to use it on left, but in this situation with no cover fire, there's no point to use it. Could not get that pick on Lame. Lame's going to be moving up even more with the Sasha. Going to pair up with Nitro, try to get onto their court, but he misses the jump, so he's going to go ahead and push to first checkpoint right straight at door and get into their court.
Lame just trying to hold his right side. Trying his best, but has to drop back. Tries to just build his baller at the moment, as we do see the heavy on both sides have the Ray. Copy and paste pops their heavy already. But West being patient, trying not to die from the heavy. Still holds it.
King has the armor out. He has his eyes set on the heavy right there. West also sees that the heavy's right there. Baller, though, does skip right by him. Heavy's going to jump back. So much turf control right here coming from copy and paste. I think that that's what been like the number issue.
Overflow just needs more map control to get their going. The paint from the undercover might be just too much. So let's see how they can fight back with it. They do have the rain at the ready. They do opt to throw it out from the right side. Space anyone from that right.
Yeah, one of the things I will say that I think that it's kind of a bad matchup for a blaster versus like any of the umbrellas, because not only will it deflect any directs, but it's also the fact that if you just paint a blaster's feet that they can't really move, and that's what seems to be the struggle sometimes for West against umbrella. So you go, we got a slaughterhouse here, a trade between King and Nitro. We got Jerry with the Inkjet, but he's gonna get picked off by Lame. This turf is super heavy right now.
You see Lame's really close to that baller though. Let's see if he can try to do anything. They do pop that armor ready to coming out, trying to get that counter rate, but copy and paste, just realizing no one was on the tower and just got on it immediately. So Overflow really needs to get map. At the very end, they were just losing map and losing 1v1s.
Yeah, that hyper turf coming out from copy paste was definitely a
Nitro.
surprise.
Nitro popping off with the 20 kills though.
20 kills.
Definitely the
Nitro
aggression
with
it needed.
That's definitely that's the epitome of aggression right there, man. You have Nitro putting in some massive work right here for copy paste, and they're down one game. It could have been like maybe they did not shake off the loss that came from the winners finals. It could be affecting Overflow right here, but we'll see how they can try to collect themselves into this second match. We got Clan Blitz and Walleye next.
Clements Walleye. It seems like they would need a Ray on this map. Even though I know West has been going heavy. I feel like Ray would be better than Bubbles. Just for, outspacing purposes and all still.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Walleye being like that's such a linear stage as it is, the Stingray always puts so much pressure. Imagine, like, especially when you try to pop it off when your team is the one that's pushing and you try to lock them into their spawn. That's always such an effective tactic. So I wouldn't be surprised.
So we did see Lit Blue going to Kinza undercover. He's gonna Sorella undercover.
What, for Clan Blitz Walleye? I don't know about that one. I'm gonna expect a baller coming out for sure. Oh, sorry, is that the one that does have baller? Oof. Sorry.
Undercover Sorella does have baller, but I'm not. I might see. We might see. Lame just still going to Slasher Deca though. He did put very good work into it.
Yeah, it provides so much. Like, that ping was so overwhelming in that last match. Like, you have the Brella, the Slosher. They just allowed for Nitro to go ahead and do what he did because they just had so much turf to do it. Oof, I
The
need that water.
ballpoint coming out from copy and paste.
Ballpoint's still a really good weapon. Like I said, I'm still quite a fan of it. Even after that little nerf that it received, it still has such great mobility, such great pain capabilities. It kills relatively fast. But here you go, Nitro putting in that
See,
massive
Wes.
work, but Wes is going to be able to take care of Nitro early on in this match, and he gets
Gets
another
two immediately.
going for a
He's
third
trying
one.
to get for that. He's trying to get that third.
Yeah, that third's coming up. But he can't reach him, but he finally does. He's able to finally get that. It took like 5 shots, man. He couldn't reach him there. Ballpoint's like, don't come at me with your little PP range. But he was able to get it anyway.
God.
So he's trying to get,
He does
another
get one
kill.
more.
Wes is going ham right now as he's trying to get in here, but he overextended just a little bit too much right there. If he opted to wait for his team, it could have resulted in a
That
better
T-Tech.
push.
Wes gets to trade with that D-Tech though. Undercover, striking by that ball though.
They were out for blood as they went to go and gang up on King on the right. Wes is a little too late to try to help. King is here by himself. He's going to try to go for the flank, and you have... It goes down to, I think, the pressure from the Torpedo and Nitro's Tenditech gave too much
You
work
see,
from there.
he's trying to go for that heavy. Gets the heavy. And now he's just chilling in their spawn. Trying to get some jumps going. They do jump, but it might be a bad jump. No, it's not. It's a good jump. He just ballers almost immediately and now pushing the whole entire enemy team back. Is able to get one. Is able to get two with that.
Another.
Like,
What is going on here? Oh my God! So Lane just put in some work right here, man. He's like, listen, you don't.
they're just
Nitro's not the
throwing
only
small clams
aggressor.
up to the point, allowing him to get more clams in.
53 is still a decent push, and they still have another football coming, but Overflow is finally able to take 2 down. So we got here Jerry on the right side, got the fizzy bombs coming out. The Torpedo did give him some damage though. He's a little bit weak, but he has armor right here. See if he can try to get a kill on Lane, but he does. Use a splashdown, gets another one, gets a double. He's trying to get for the third, but the Torpedo's gonna come out here and kind of push him away from there. King is behind, ready with that football. Let's see if he can finally get that in there.
King just deciding to back off right now, noticing that there's too much pressure to go in yet. Spots the guy on the left. Is unfortunately not gonna get the 1v1 win.
Yeah, the armor came out pretty clutch for Nitro, so was able to get that on King. So right now they're just all over the place right here. Wiz might get, yep, Nitro is gonna get that kill on Wiz as well.
Is Nitro gonna get another one? Nitro does.
I think someone else
Out
took that
pressured
one.
him.
Here we go back into mid.
We
See
see-
what situation we're gonna see. West going off.
West is
against
just gonna
Ridley.
be chilling. West does get the 1v1 though, but unfortunately goes down almost immediately after. We see Lane hitting all the shots on the heavy, pushing back on the machine with that baller. He's still gonna go for that kill. Honestly, I think it would have been better if the baller just would have went in, because they do have power clams ready.
Yeah, that's actually very, very true. It did help Nitro get that pick, but regardless, he had the football. Baller could have gone in, get a jump, and start pressuring. But regardless, what's done's been done. So now we have here Lip Blue just trying to move in with the football. Nitro is close. He does actually manage to get it. Jerry is trying to get Nitro. He does manage to finally get that pick that he needed. Lip Blue is trying to approach, but his Brella is going to go down. But without does he get a trade on West? But there they come again. Copy paste. Going to be throwing in some clams to get it down to 35. It's finally a wipe there. The Overflow can finally breathe just for a little bit. And here you go, King trying to get a hefty amount of paint right now into mid to allow his team to move back safely. Here you go, you got King here trying to pressure on the right. Yeah, 2 of them are approaching him. Unfortunately, he could not get out of the way fast enough.
So Overflow does have the splashdown and the ray ready, but the ray goes immediately down from the sides of Nitro. Is able to get the splashdown as well. Last 2 are on respawn, but the blaster does have the inkjet ready.
Ballpoint going to go down. Lip Blue right here might also go. Nope, he has the football ready. Was able to get out of that situation, but nope, ends up getting picked up by Wiz.
Nitro just
it's only
trying to get that ball back. all copy and paste really needs to do is just keep mid, which is what they've been doing the whole entire match. Just we can't let any slip ups happen though.
Wiz almost got Nitro, but Nitro was able to pull that off. And it's a 2v2 situation. Actually, we already have copy paste coming out here again. 3v3 situation. Wes trying to get the direct, but he's gonna be ganged up on right
Overflow
now.
needs to grab that ball though. Goes and gets the ball. Does get the kill on the machine. Pops that splash on though. He's unable to get any more kills. That ball point just trying to be aggressive still. And he loses the 1v1. Leaving that down to be 3 down for copy and paste.
Wiz has the
Biggest-
stingray and the football is gonna be throwing it away, trying to get as much pressure as he can. We got the overtime going, but they haven't moved just yet. Jerry trying to get in. Torpedo giving too much pressure, and unfortunately timer has run out. And copy and paste will take the second game as well. And overflow yet again. Now in a
Just
5-game
the amount
losing
of
streak
bombs.
slide.
It's just like copy and paste at the end. They didn't want to push out at all, but what they did was just throw their torpedoes out, and that just held them the whole entire time. And it also didn't really help that Wiz had that ray out for so long, not able to use his main weapon at the end. Very unfortunate. So hopefully that mistake doesn't happen again.
You also have to recall that Wiz, this is the second Saturday in a row where they do not have gold in the lineup. So Wiz is not a dedicated backline. He is like a, an Omega flex, somewhat like yourself. But he is mostly naturally good at frontline, or if he's able to, sometimes midline. So he is kind of just, he's backlining for gold. So it's not, it's not like ideal for him. But we'll see how it works.
It's very unfortunate though, but we still need to take a look at copy and paste. The amount of aggression, I don't think Overflow has found the correct answer for it. They're just trying and nothing's working. Nitro, like last match, he got 16 kills. In the match before that, he got 20. So Nitro still putting in that work, able to get as much aggression as they can. I wouldn't be surprised if copy and paste sticks the same comp.
I mean, they're doing such great work. I don't think why they would have to switch. Right now, like, it seems that copy paste is just manhandling when it comes in terms of their the paint control, the turf control is just too much. All right, let's see. Nitro though, man, he is definitely been some MVP stuff right here.
Just the whole entire copy and paste, even though they have a backline and a midline, they're still very aggressive for what their role is supposed to be. So Overflow needs to realize the amount of aggression that the other team is giving and has to fight back with more aggression. As we see a Rapid Pro and a Rapid Pro Deco.
All right,
Let's see what they can do here from this opening. So we see Lame just immediately going for that zone. Spots out one in his zone and is able to get the pick. First cap going to copy and paste.
Yeah, as you mentioned here, Lame is just overlooking at the overseeing the zone right here. He's gonna try to get Wiz there. Oh, sorry, gets King there. Oh, gets
Very
oh,
interesting.
King,
Now we
yeah.
have King on the back.
Well, King actually has a
Well,
great
yeah,
ball
what you-
point. Surprisingly, like, you wouldn't expect it because you see him play Zap a lot, but King is another player who's able to flex quite a lot of weapons, and the ball point has taken them into some wins right here. So we'll see if it can.
They're trying to ball in, but it goes down immediately. Let's see Wiz with that nozzle nose. Get taken down almost immediately by that ball point. 3 down. On a full wipe on the side of Overflow though.
They copy paste their ball point coming in out as well. They're like, listen, you're not the only one that got a ball point. I know how New Albacore works. So here they go. Trying to get as much pressure right there. The Blaster gonna get a little chip there, but does not connect any further. Has armor ready for him though. Does get 1 kill, but West
Ball point
inevitably goes
the
down.
kill.
Ballpoint still controlling the mid right here. Doing such a fantastic job. Almost got zone, but it wasn't enough. But finally, they are able to cap it. Wiz coming in clutch
Because his
right
ball
now.
point was holding that left side, he's still in a very No, this is 2 on the far left. Trying to
I think he's just trying to keep him far back
stop
as
it.
long as he can right here. But now he's in that
Kind of-
thirsty for the kill, trying to get it, but I don't know if he will right here. Good maneuvering.
No,
but
it's kind of an overextension though.
definitely an overextension. I think at one point I thought it was simply trying to delay them, but goes down. Regardless, the overflow, he did buy them enough time for overflow to get the lead right here. It's only a 3-point lead. Does get the kill on Wiz right here. Ballpoint might go down as well. Does go down. It's a 2v2 situation, and their copy paste is able to get zone back.
See
Recognize
lame on that bunker, on that bucket. Being able to get Wes opts to go back to the zone and paint it. And he spots out another one on the left. Just still holding that zone though.
Yeah,
He's
maybe.
trying to build that baller, but it goes down rapid. There's 2 from the left side from overflow.
Yeah, may have gotten West the first time, but West came right back. It's like, nah, I want that revenge. So now Overflow is able to cap the zone at 42. They are at a large deficit, though, with the 13 points right here. But West is going to help Jerry to get that second pick, and they're going to have to maybe go back to the zone. But here, West is deciding to maybe provide some more pressure right here. I think he did waste the opportunity to use the Cloud, though. But here you got King
But now
still
Wes
trying to
is
cover.
going into a 1v4. They're just gonna have to get out somehow.
And I'm seeing Lip
We
Blue.
see Jerry
Lip Blue covering
just
his
going
own.
in. Jerry is gonna get taken out by Nitro though. The ball point. Able to get Nitro though. So Lame, we see Lame on the flank already. Just holding that top left. Very good position on this map. If you can hold, it's very crucial. As West gets them out. Has the rain at the ready though. Is unable to win the 1v1 though with the ball point. The
Ballpoint
ball
having
point just
armor.
wasted
But
Jerry.
I feel like that was yet again another wasted opportunity for the Cloud to get popped. That would have been very, very helpful right now for Overflow to manage to get back into this match. There you go, the Ballpoint putting a lot of work on the right bridge, trying to get the kill. He does get the kill on Jerry. There's a minute left. Timer's going down right now. And Overflow is in a dangerous spot where they might start to feed, so they gotta be careful.
They just need to keep their cool, go in with specials. They already popped the armor, so they need to go in now. 3 down on the side of copy and paste.
And just as you mentioned, the teamwork has come out clutch, and they were able to finally get the zone back right here. So it's interesting to see Overflow's running 2 Clouds right now. So they're gonna be King's gonna be able to afford to use this one to just at least get some more coverage right here. West is gonna try to put more pressure onto the left side. Nitro trying to come in with that Inkjet though, with armor as well.
Saved by the splash shot right
Did you
there.
see that splash wall?
But is
that
unable
was
to die, though.
amazing. That was incredible. But West coming in with a dirty double right here. But regardless, you do have copy paste able to get that zone. So they're going to be putting yet another timer. West is still going in right here with so much aggression. Does get a kill right here. Is he going to be able to get
He's
this?
unable
No.
to get Nitro though.
Overtime's
This is
going
very
to
intense
start
for
starting right here. It's going to
copy
be
and paste now.
important.
Has to go in now. 2 down from the side of Overflow. They just still need to hold it as Kojo trying to go in with that Slosher Deco. Azena isn't going to be able to do it. And last one up is a heavy trying to push out, and they just need to hold this and stay in the position. And unfortunately for copy and paste, they lose the lead.
Wow, look at that. Overflow coming in. It looked really bad at one point when they were starting to... It was almost like the situation with Manta Maria against Suspense, where they start to lose the zone, and it's starting to get down there and look dangerous into the terms that they might start feeding and losing. But they're able to coordinate right at the end and come out clutch to still be in this set.
Very, very close moment for Overflow. But will this momentum still be going, and will they be able to take these next matches?
Yeah, it's going to be a really interesting one. I mean, that was a really close match. That was the first time that they're able to kind of meet copy-paste more so on an even footing, right? I would say that copy-paste has been kind of winning more of the aggression and having more turf, and they've been kind of showing more so like they might have the edge for this set. But next match, we're going to have Rainmaker on the Reef. That match will always swing back and forth and back and forth. So it's going to be another close one yet again.
So, with Rainmaker on the Reef now, do you predict copy and paste sticking their same comp? Because it's been working. I mean, they went down at the end, but overall last match, their comp worked still. I wouldn't see why they need to change it. So honestly, I think copy and paste might just stick the same comp. If not, they might just change 1 or 2 weapons. But Overflow, since you're on the team, how did they mainly start this match?
Oh, okay, it's difficult. See, the Reef is one of those stages that we kind of try to grind out a lot. It seems to be kind of a difficult map mode for us, but usually you will see Overflow kind of start off very aggressive, go for bridge, go for right, and most of the time will succeed in getting control at first. The issue is defense, and that's going to be key in this next match. If they're going to be able to pull off the defensive stops that they're going to need to be able to stop the Rainmaker from getting too many points. Let's see what the weapons are going to be pulling out. So we're going to get the Kenza Dually Custom Blaster. That's going to be some OG stuff right there from Wes. But we have Lame still on the Slosher Deco. You know he's not going to let go of that Slosher Deco, because that thing has been putting in some work for Lame. And you know Nitro right now with a T-Tech, he's been very, very gifted with it. West is already going to be going down in the beginnings of the match. Jerry was trying to control bridge, but looks like they're going to Overflow will lose control of bridge, and you already have the Brella on the left side.
You already have a flanker from Kojo trying to go for a flank at the beginning, unfortunately not able to do it as King pops out Rain, gets a double. Spots out last one is Slash Deca weak.
Right here, we see Jerry. Oh, we have West already straight at their spawn. I don't know, this is kind of questionable, but he does get 1 kill. But does he actually live? Oh, he finally goes down. And Overflow will take the early lead right now, but the Stingray does come out to try to push that Rainmaker from stopping. Lane with the slosh, with the baller has not activated, but he's gonna opt to use it on the drop right here. He gets 1 kill, gets a double. But
Jerry has just been flanking this whole entire time, and Jerry just starting to just make this push happen. Unfortunately, he does get 1, but still survives to the Heavy though. Very clutch moment right here. The Heavy just gonna have to back off right now, trying to spot out Jerry. Nothing much those people can do. They're just trying to shark out each other. But Jerry just decides to off out and just go back.
That was a really effective flank from Jerry. That was really, really good stuff. So right now he's sharking, has his eyes on that Rainmaker, really wants to go for it. He expected the Rainmaker to kind of push forth. So unfortunately he missed that shot right there. That was vital, but they still end up getting the Rainmaker. This is still very, very close to the spawn, so you gotta be very careful here.
Also, King won that Inkshot 1v1, or Stingray 1v1. Able to get some more push going as long as they can get this Inkshot out. Wiz just rushing as far as he can. Very good push on this map. 24, not the best, but for now, it's really good.
Anything past that cardboard bridge is actually very, very good, but it could always go in an instant. You never know. So it's going to be really difficult with 3 minutes of maybe defending right here. As I mentioned, Overflow is really good at their offense on this stage. What matters is the defense. So we're going to see how it unfolds in the remainder of the match.
As we see these 3 down on the side of Overflow, just leaving that H3 in mid now.
Here you have Lip Blue coming out here with Brella, trying to go for a little bit of flank, questionable flanks, but as they said, oh, the torpedo does actually pick off Wiz right here, activates armor, is deciding for or against picking Rainmaker, but does go ahead and pick it up, but it's gonna get overwhelmed right there. Jerry comes in with the Stingray to help, gets another kill right there, but the ballpoint's gonna go ahead, the Splatling's gonna go ahead and take out Jerry.
The Splatling's just been really good at holding his position, just unfortunately just not having that aggressiveness.
That is a triple, a silent triple coming out here from this Splatling right here. Trying to go for that quad here. Could possibly get it. Does get the assist right now. This is the part that I was referring to, where it's about this defense. What are they going to do to stop right now? The momentum. They're going to get to that cardboard bridge. What's going to happen? Lane gets pushed off. He's going to go to the other side. Gets the lead, and it could be game right here. But he does get stopped at 7, but it's 1:41 left.
Top does get 2 off that though, so is Jerry able to stop that push? I think
it's a war right now, right here. So they're gonna try to get it
Fortunately,
right
Overflow
now.
goes full down. They're just spamming bombs. Not enough. Well, we had to talk about that at the beginning. Overflow just had so much aggression. Everything was going for them.
What did I say though, man? I know my team like the back of my hand, homie. It hurts. It hurts to see. But
I'm not
bias aside, it was a great
The thing
match
that-
on both ends.
the main issue that I saw where they were pushing, copy and paste was starting to push West kind of tunnel vision on an inkjet that was mid and got taken out immediately, and the whole entire team point on. Because then after that, 2 more people went down, leaving the last one up to stop the Rainmaker, which he did. But then it just kept on coming more and more, and nothing much that Overflow can do. Unfortunately, that's going to be in a tournament for Overflow. But now we have to go to the grand finals of Suspense versus Copy and Paste.
Disappointing to see that the first and second place of last tournament both have gone down. Overflow does finish third, though. It's still an impressive finish, but we did say this tournament was going to be a bit more on the stacked side. It's great to see a lot of these Division 1 teams coming out. Like I said, on the Reef, an Overflow is one of those stages where it will go very, very well for them, but then unfortunately, it's the defense. It's all about the defense. That's where all teams on that map need to focus on, is how are you going to stop the approaches when they come in. All right, so just waiting right now on the room to go up, and we're going to start going in there. There's no need necessarily for any intermissions right now. We're going to go straight into it. Just waiting on the teams, guys. So what's gonna happen? I mean, I still think seeing copy paste and their aggression, their offense. Wow, it's incredible. It's incredible stuff. I would say though, Suspense might still have the favor. I would say I would put copy paste as the underdog. They do have to win 2 sets to get back into this.
Suspense has been beating up a whole bunch of the top seeds of this tournament, though. So if copy and paste wins, definitely will be the underdog of the tournament. Coming all the way from, again, since they're in the loser's bracket, they have to get the bracket reset.
Yeah, man, 2 sets on Suspense. That's what you're gonna have to do. 2 sets. It's not gonna be easy whatsoever, but they're gonna have to try their best to pull it off.
This will be a BO7, correct?
Yes, it would be.
All right.
So we're here for the long haul. All right, just waiting on the rooms. Okay, looks like I don't have any of them added just yet, so let me just play some tunes in the meantime. Are you ready, Joe? Are you
Yes,
ready
very
for the
ready.
grand finals?
Grand finals time.
It's gonna be some hype stuff. I can't wait to see what these people are gonna bring right here to this match. I know for sure we're gonna see a lot of aggression from copy paste, but we did see Suspense. They were able to just pull off so many clutch moments with the objective. I'm wondering, what is it gonna be? What's gonna be the answer right here? Is objective
I don't
for a
know.
win over aggression.
Suspense has been fighting teams that have very good aggression as well, and we're just able to win more 1v1. So I'm not sure if it's going to be changed because obviously copy and paste has the most aggression out of most of the people in this tournament. So maybe that's going to change the way Suspense needs to play. So let's see how this goes in this first round.
Plan Blitz, Manta. I really do enjoy this map mode sometimes. Sometimes you might see a bit of a stalemate in the beginning of the match, but then it slowly builds up to one of the teams having the answers to finally just break in. Most of the time that will result in a baller putting in the work for them.
So see here with a Kensa, with a Gluga Deco with the baller. Still running that double baller with that Nicola Sorella.
I got Nitro here under bunker right now. Trying to look to see what he can do, sharking away, see who he can pick off. But we got Total right here with the football. Someone's chasing him, but he throws away the football, just understanding that people are chasing after him right now.
Is able to go in with the baller though. Is able to get that jump off. Will he be able to win that 1v1 against that undercover? Fortunately, there's just in a stalemate right now. As Squille just puts it on that beacon, tries to win some more. Down. 2 down on the side of Suspense right now, and this is where copy and paste needs to push out right now and just get as much map as they can as they try to push on the left side. We see Nitro going in for a flank. Instead of going in with a baller, I think you're going to try to go in with that flank out right. Nitro's really close. Does get that pick off. And now Nitro's there. Able to get that jump off. Gets 2 clams and makes it go to 60. With Nitro just pushing up right now. With that Inkjet is still going to be alive. Holding those 3 clams. Trying to just score as many as he can right now. Lipley coming in with one more though. Now this is when they need to back up right now because there's no more clams at the ready and they just need to get back.
Pushing it to 30. Wow. That is incredible stuff, man. Right off the
B just is able to get these kills right after losing so many points. They're just able to come back super strong. Holding, trying to get this mid right now. They have the splash down. They have 3 specials ready. They have double ball already. All 4 specials are ready now for the side of Suspense. Very good patient game. Not trying to rush anything at the moment as they go in with the baller. And they're going to try to jump. And Monta's just a whole entire jumping, just jumps at the jumps.
It's funny how I
Fortunately,
mentioned
down
that
again.
most of the time you'll see, I did say that there'll be most of the time a stalemate, but never mind. They're not afraid, man, to go hard in the paint right here. You had 30 quickly off the bat, and you had 50 to retaliate with, and it's still 2:40 left on the clock, so there's a lot of time for them to come back.
See Lame looking for a power clamp, is able to get it. Now Flame has the ball at the race, so he needs to throw away his ball. Throws it up to the mass, and now he's just gonna shark until he can find an opportunity to go in. He's going in with that. Like we said, this whole entire match, just really focusing on the baller, but unfortunately gets called out almost immediately and goes down. While we do see on the side of Suspense, they have the baller at their own ready, but they don't have enough clams to do anything at the moment, so it's just drastic happens. And we see Nitro just trying to push this undercover off and goes into the baller. Baller just getting stuck on the bunker wall right now. Not much he can do. We see Total just trying to get as many clams right now. If I was Suspense, I would just stay back, wait for your Gluga to go in with their baller, and then try to do something with that. The Gluga finally goes in with that, and now they can get some jumps off. Unfortunately, no one has the ball on 2 down, 1 down, but he's still there as one jumps in.
Liplu with the splashdown right here.
Splashdowns.
Does get it right here, so you got.
They need one more power clamp to get it tied up. Fortunately, Lame able to get the pick, sees another one, but is only getting 1 shot off. As Squille rushing in, not gonna get the lead though, but really trying their hardest right now. As the Glugas jumps in, but goes down immediately. See him they just need to get their map right now. Lame sharking in the mid right now, just trying to do whatever he can. We see Nitro holding that power clamp, trying to build as much of the special that he can. He's not gonna have it soon, but he's gonna try to rush on the bunker. On top mass now, we see 2 at the ball point, and Lip Blue just waiting, sharking, trying to just annoy him with his fizzies as they wait for that baller. Baller goes in actually. Now they're gonna jump in. Finally, they're going to get another point taken away, but again, it's not going to be enough to get rid of that penalty unless the ballpoint comes in clutch and throws his 6 in. He's still trying his best. He only gets 4 out of 6, and Nitro's just kind of come up and get that pressure out, but unfortunately goes down almost immediately. So it's still 38-30 with 2 down from the side of Copy and Paste. Suspense really needs to get something going. They have the ball already, and they have 2 power clams. They just need to go in. They have 2 ballers at the ready right now. And it looks like Para is just going to try to go in. And Total's going in at the same time. Very strategic play right here. He's not going to be able to get any picks with it, but they are going to get the jump in.
Oh
They're
my
going to
God,
get both clams in. That's going to get the lead.
Wow. Oh my, what a comeback in the last bit. Man, Clam Blitz, you know how it is. You just know how it goes sometimes. Gonna be able to get that first victory right there. Suspense coming in mad clutch. The last 2 footballs right there. That was a battle between Para and Lip Blue right at the end.
The patient game really paid off for Suspense, though we do have to note that Copy and Paste had a lot more kills than Suspense, which could have been detrimental, but the patient game, something that Copy and Paste, I feel like they just tried to rush half the time, and since they are so patient with their playstyle, they were just able to rush at the ready and just outplay them because of the special coordination that Suspense had. So really good work for Suspense. But now we're on to Rainmaker, Arowana. What do you think they're going to run here? We've been seeing Suspense running the Undercover and all the umbrellas, including the Tint Umbrella. This map, Arowana, like we've seen this before. Tint Umbrella, very good on this map, especially when they're trying to hold close. But then again, it's Rainmaker. So do you think they're going to run a Tint Umbrella on this map?
I don't think so. Not for Rainmaker. Not for Rainmaker. No. I can't see that happening, only because you have to remember that you need the mobility, right? That mobility is what matters.
Yes, especially because Copy and Paste, such an aggressive team, just able to try to outplay as much as they can. They just need to focus more on the Suspense's specials, because Copy and Paste last match went in with baller and kills, while Suspense kind of just went in with their ballers and just got jumps off right after. Then they started to get the aggressive and starting to get kills. So very, very similar, but also vastly different. So let's see if the aggression can pay off from Copy and Paste this match.
Yeah, I feel like Copy and Paste could really come in clutch with this match, because considering, remember, it's about that aggression right here. So you know how it's going to be.
I feel like if Copy and Paste can get into that position where they can hold the enemy's window or get somewhere near it at the beginning, that would be very crucial, because they're probably going to go like a heavy, but let's see here. Ballpoint on the side of Suspense. Same comp going in, just never changing their comp for Copy and Paste.
I mean, it's try, tested, and true. It's brought them this far into grand finals. They barely lost that first game, so you know they're still ready, man. That comp has been putting in a lot of work for them and giving them the results right here. So we're going to start off with Total right going into close, heading straight to mid. Might get the first kill, but no, Nitro comes in clutch, but does also end up getting picked off himself. So it's a battle for mid right here. You got Squillel trying to get a lot of control of mid, and BBB, I know he has a better name, I don't know it, is coming in very aggressive and helps to take down.
But there's 2 down, and he's just gonna rush it in. 32, not the best push, but for a first push, that's amazing.
Yeah,
as B, not able to get that splashdown down.
For a
2
first
down,
push,
going down
it's really good right here. Nitro is going to be trying to retaliate though, try to get control of mid, but he's getting a lot of pressure right here from the ball point. He's going to go straight to close. Might consider a flank. No, he's going to go
Nitro
straight
does
back
have
to
that aim shot already. He's just going to try to shark this out. Notices one on the ramp. Not going to be able to get the pick, though. The baller just gets the... Pops the aim shot now. Trying to push out. They need map control to do anything if they can't get it here. One jumps out. But that ball point, watching it. Ball point's going to be able to get that Rainmaker. It's Total. We see him. Just see Suspense pushing out right now. Trying to get as much momentum as they can while pushing.
Lip Blue right here has provided some jumps for mid right there for his teammate, but so you start to see Suspense moving in closer and closer to mid. Nitro right there goes down in a 1v3. Lip Blue realizes, no way, that's not for me. I'm not going to get down there. But he gets killed
that's
right
3
here with a
down.
Suction Bomb. Wow. So it looks like
B
Suspense
just
will take
trying to
control
hold
of
this.
mid yet again. So, I mean, Rainmaker's not going to be pushed just yet. Looks like they're going to opt for more turf control before they start to move the objective. What's Nitro going to respond with here? Does avoid the baller successfully, but still goes down to a dually dash. And we had the ball, or the hero right here, goes down. I mean, that was a little jank on my screen, but regardless, we know that was a clean shot. And here we go. Rainmaker gets
B,
popped. Are they going
that's
to go for it?
Sloshing Machine. They're trying to go up that wall. Unfortunately, it's not painted all the way, and you can't get to the 21 mark.
You know, how many times does that happen on this stage where there's like a sliver of paint on that little ramp on their gate and you just can't get over it? That would have mattered for some really important points. Happens so often and it hurts to see it. But there you go. It saves, yeah, it saves copy and paste for the moment. So they're going to still have 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. They're still going to be able to bring this back if they just coordinate much more superior. Unfortunately, Nitro's going to go down to the ball point.
Ballpoint putting a lot of pressure on that window, though. Might try to be able to get another pick here. Is not going to see it, but that path is open, and he's going.
There you go, past the gate at 9.
And this is an amazing push.
That is an
This
amazing
is
push.
very hard to get back on the lead, especially on air one. That hump right there, like we said earlier, it's extremely hard to get past if it's not pinned. But we see that against the machine dropping back into the map. Just gonna shark on that left side. Watch for any flanks with that ballpoint.
Oh, B's
Has to
gonna
pop
pick up
that
splash
splashdown.
down. Nope, Nitro is gonna clean out that splashdown right here. Nitro's gonna move in, try to get the ballpoint. Does successfully pick that off as well. It's still a minute and a half left right here. And
See Nitro on the left side. Nitro needs to be able to flank from here.
See that he's out for blood right here. He senses it. Trying to get the sauce machine, but no, splashdown might have saved him a little bit.
One shot. Not able to get that last shot onto him.
Right peek came out pretty clutch there for B.
You see B just looking for some kills right now. Unable to get some. But just keeping up all that pressure. Is able to get one now. Sees another one. That's 2 down from the side of copy and paste. And suspense. Might be a great opportunity for them to push, but they're just going to respawn as they see one on the right side.
I mean, with a push like 9, wow, like it's an incredible push to have on Arowana. You don't necessarily have to push, but it never hurts to kind of just get it further and further away from your goal. Right here, though, B is still putting so much pressure right here. Gonna possibly get it, but no! Gets picked up right at the top, the apex of the splashdown by the Splatling. The Splatling pulls out a Stingray to get that kill on Total. Tries to help the teammate to get the other pick. Recognizes it's probably going to be at snipe, but misses any pressure from there. So here we got...
See that heavy on the right side now, just waiting for any moment that he can now. Trying to just play that patient game, not trying to really rush it. Goes backwards though.
Here you have Lip Blue knowing, understand this is the last push, and it might get pressure there, and Total's gonna come in clutch and end that game. It's gonna be 2-0
for suspense at the moment right now. We need to see some more aggression with the pushes.
I don't know if it's
for
the
copy and paste.
I wouldn't say it's the aggression that's the problem with copy and paste. What I feel like is the issue is the objective coordination. I think they need to mostly instead of focusing so much on just the pressuring with kills, etc., it's about having to push the objective. That's what wins games.
Yeah, definitely right about that one. But now we're going to TC part. You know, this map, definitely a Ray. So.
Oh, you know the rays are coming out. And if I don't see any rays, I'm actually going to be genuinely surprised. You cannot have, like, tower on port. Oh, that is Ray heaven right there. It's Charger paradise, man. Splatling paradise, they all love it. It's like, yes, this is my time to shine.
I'm not sure if now copy and paste will have to change their comp, knowing that if they keep on running it, suspense might just keep on doing what they've been doing and just holding like pushing them out from being aggressive. So we got to see if they're going to change their comp. I'm pretty sure suspense is just going to stick with that with that same comp. Maybe go a heavy or, but we definitely need to see a backline pick with a Ray for
I don't know how I
copy
feel
and
like.
paste
I
there.
don't know about any comp changes coming from copy paste though. Like we have seen them kind of stay with their comps for the majority of this tournament, and it has been very very good for them. So I don't see it changing per se. But yeah, but definitely, Suspense is not afraid to change around their comps. Constantly, you'll see some changes from weapons. They all seem to flex a lot of different kind of weapons. I would say though for this match, I think I would actually go with copy paste. I think that their playstyle is going to be more suited for this map mode.
Maybe. Let's see when we go into this match right here. They're gonna double Ray from Suspense and one Ray from copy and paste though. They definitely did change their comp here. Going to Hydra now.
You're right. Look at that. As I mentioned, I stand corrected by copy paste. They decided to change their comp right here.
They already have that double Ray coming out from the Suspense right here. Is it able to get any kills though? Fortunately, the only one that they only get one down. Very good start though with that double Ray. I'm pretty sure copy and paste was not expecting something like that to happen. As they spot up the guy on the sponge and able to get it, it's like popping in chat from total. He's gonna have to just try to get this pick. Guy going for super weak though.
You have
is not able to get it.
Par on the tower right here. That's a very interesting choice. He was able to kind of defend his teammate to be able to push that tower a little bit more. And you're right about here. Look at the Stingray battles coming out, man.
That Brella just getting taken down by that Hydra. Hydra trying to hit that heavy, but he goes backward and dies almost immediately after. Gets the blaster though. So last two are on respawn, but that machine must be wearing some special labor because he just got that Ray extremely fast.
He's ready, man. He's like, no, this is my time to shine right here. I'm gonna stop this push. But
as the Ray comes out,
finally.
But the blaster comes out right as that Ray comes. So Lip Blue just trying to hold his Ray as much as he can. Decides to get off the tower, not to lose the Ray. Still keeps up that pressure though. Is able to get one, but backs off. Pops that Ray now. Spots one on the top left though, not being able to get him. Unfortunately now, he does get the pick actually. Getting two down now from Suspense. This might be a really good time for push if the Hydra gets onto that tower. We see the Umbrella just trying to flank around behind them. No one really spots it out. Hydra gets that late reaction though, and is gonna go down. Umbrella's still there though. We see Lane sharking in the court right now. Trying to do whatever he can to just get this push still going. Unfortunately not able to do it as he gets taken out in the splashdown. That Heavy just going to be pushing out from that right side.
Yeah, he just really got ganged up in that corner, man. Big time. But here you go. They're going to start retaliating again. It is now time for Suspense to try to get their push going. So Nitro's going to go down in a 2v1 situation there. And you had the Hydra knowing, like, listen, I got more range than you, buddy. So he's just able to take him out and get Para as well. You got to remember, man, the Hydra puts in that work at aggression too. That's such a quick time to kill. But the tower is going to go moving back into mid.
They have two specials ready. Two specials ready on the side of copy and paste. This might be a great time for them to push again. They just need to watch. They just need to paint more in their court, in the other team's court, just to get some more paint. As that blaster is trying to make some work happen. He's almost getting double. He does get the double. As that Ray comes in, last one's going to be that vanilla machine trying to get onto that tower now. Unfortunately, is still. Oh, never mind. He's still going to ride that tower though.
Look at
Gosh, not going to be much.
Whoa, they both.
They just need
down.
one. They just need 2 more points to get lead. As the Hydra rides it, that jump is not going to come in time, and they're going to get the lead off that. That machine though, still there with that Brella. So you see Lane jumping in right now with
pressure coming from copy paste right here. They're just constantly jumping in and still being able to manage to get on that tower. They're able to get the lead at 42. I mean, we still have quite some time left into the match here with the 1.5 minutes, so we know for sure Suspense is still going to have one trick up their sleeve, maybe find a way to retaliate and get their push going. But as I mentioned that, Para goes down, but is able to pop his cloud before going down here. But Lip Blue has that Stingray ready. You know that Stingray is going to come super important. Unfortunately, kind of just pops it really, really early, but I actually ended up working for them as they got a wipe right here. copy
You
and
just need to
paste.
keep on riding that tower. Try to get as many as they can. As we see Kojo watching that right front alley, just deciding to back up into the court. Has that splash? I'm still ready. Tries to go in from the flank. It does spot out one and it is able to get it. And spots out another one. Will he be able to get this kill? He just needs to back off right now. Realizes that the tower is backing up. Spots out the Brella. Is not going to be able to get it yet. There we go. Brella finally goes down after that 1v3 situation. Spamming that fizzy bomb in that right alley. Trying to just keep up this pressure and not let anyone through. But we do see the heavy go into far. Nitro does spot him out though. Gets the trade. So this is looking very good for copy and paste right now. But Total, as we say that, 2 in their court right now. Pushing out.
They got
But then again, the heavy, that raid coming out from copy and paste though, they just need to ride the tower before the tower goes back, and they're going to go back on. 2 down though. 1 down on the side of copy and paste, and that's a full wipe for Suspense and copy and paste. Winning that round.
Coming in clutch to get this one game on the board so far. So they're down but not out. They still got a long way to go right here. So as I mentioned, I did feel like copy and paste, their playstyle was much more suited for this map mode, and it came true as copy and paste does take this win. Next was going to be Black Belly Zones. That's going to be another interesting one. That it can go either way. I would probably give it in Suspense's favor, but you never know. Maybe right now copy and paste could go off the momentum they just got right here by getting that W. I was actually quite surprised to see copy and paste switch out their composition in that last match. So it actually ended up proving very helpful. They did get the win from it. Maybe we'll see another change, or maybe they might stick with that. I don't think a double machine. I think they went double machine, right? I don't think that would work for zones. But we'll see what they'll do. I know Slosher Deckle for sure is gonna be coming out.
Something to note. Para, that Brella player, I wouldn't be so surprised if he goes a vanilla undercover. Though the ink mines, you can put one on both zones and it could pop. They pop and just cap zone almost immediately back again. And that splashdown on Blackbelly, such a tight and slopey map. Splashdown is really good. But then again, Splashdown can get can shut down easily if you just look up and shoot at it. So we might just see a vanilla Brella, but Power is just playing some very interesting picks that are very unexpected, so we don't really know. But copy and paste, this map, it's kind of aggressive, I guess, in a way. As long as someone's watching that left, it should be fine for them. But Suspense, such a good team, they're probably going to find another way to come in. So let's see how this goes into this Blackbelly Spot Zones match.
Yeah, the clashes of their playstyle has been very interesting to watch. Like you see Suspense, their coordination's so good, their objective play is really, really good. And then you have like the kill power that comes from copy paste out here. Not afraid to flank, not afraid to get into your face, running a lot of QRS. It's been a lot of fun to watch them.
Let's see. So we have the Hydra. Very interesting pick for Hydra. As long as the Hydra can stay on top mid, it's be okay. But X-Bosher, it's basically gonna get anyone off of top mid easily if they're on top mid. So Hydra might have some very hard protection. But we see B already getting that first pick, about to get a double. So let's get a double. But that Hydra pushing up in a very aggressive point, has to get out somehow. It does not opt to jump out yet. Finally does jump out, gets out in the super fast quick super jump.
Here we got
just repossession.
Then we got Explosion right here on top of the mountain. You know this is the spot to be when you are a backline. The first team to claim this usually will have quite an advantage over the opposing team. But right now, it means nothing to copy and paste. They're right, almost trying to get so much pressure right there on Squill. Couldn't get the kill. Squill's going to come back. Baller goes so far in there.
Baller just really putting in work for them. As we see a Baller coming in from Nitro though, trying to get as much grounds as they can. And unfortunately, does die in the zone. They just really need to get this cap going though. We see the blaster trying to flank around is able, but does trade, leaving that to be a 3v2 situation. Up, and the last two are just in respawn right now, leaving suspense basically to get 3 points as they just try to build their specials.
Look, man, missiles are ready
Did
on
you see
B's
the-
end right here, and look, they got claim of the mountain right here once again. When you get this control right here, it's just super hard to get back into it. Try to get all 4, wait for it, but instead he's gonna opt to get to 3. I mean, 3 is not a bad number either. Oh, could go down to the baller. Does
The baller does get him though, and not a ball. No, Nitro's just gonna get out pressured by the King's undercover, but then his the Forge comes in.
I don't
able to
know
get that
how he got a shot
pick.
there, but he ended up actually still getting a pick on Para. So you have Nitro
See that?
AI on the wall, sharking away, knowing that someone's going to be approaching soon, but that torpedo's like, nah, get out of here, boy. So Nitro has to back off right here. Still gets control of the zone. Going to head to the top of that Inkjet, putting too much pressure there to just maneuver there. And inevitably gets picked off right here. Total put in the work with the Inkjet. Blaster coming in.
As we saw there, like the Hydra was positioned on top mid, and that's when the X-Bosher can excel, because one slosh can paint the whole entire top mid area, pushing the people off top mid off, going down and getting free kills, which is why the Hydra just died there. So you need to see if that X-Bosher can hold this top mid area. Is this undercover just able to paint this zone?
Para right here, heading to the top right there. Got control of the top here. B goes down though on the right side there.
Flip Blue does opt to pop his special though. Just deciding where to throw it and throws it on the top mid.
I mean, I know people may question about like, oh, how come we're not tossing it right on the zone? But you see, the thing is, when someone has a key position at the top, it is just too difficult to try to move back in. So look how effective that Booyah Bomb was. Lip Blue used it on top of Mountain and was able to get his whole team back into mid and get the zones.
And just like that, map control goes back to copy and paste. Black Belly is such a fair and even map for zones because it's such a slopey map and it's super fair. So let's see if the Kinsey machine can do anything on his left side. He's unable not to get the last hit on them. But now he's gonna have to opt to go back into the enemy zone. Just trying to shark right here. Does spot out someone, does kill him. But that undercover gets him with a torpedo though. Last one's being at undercover, but is able to cap both zones and get that penalty onto copy and paste.
Nitro was quick to just be sharking at the top and be like, listen, can I just sneak by and get to the zone here real quick? And does manage to buy some time for his team. Gets one of the zones right now. It's still a very, very close match with a minute left. And all it takes is one team to maybe get about 2 down, just like the way that they're doing right here, 3 down. And you only have the exposure right now to try to provide as much pressure, but he's starting to get pushed back right there. And Nitro's going straight to their spawn right here.
At the moment right now, they really need to be focused like on the custom X-Bosher, because he's like gonna be the one thing that gets him off mid, other than those torpedoes. But as you see, that custom X-Bosher is now on that respawn.
The
So
timer
he's just
is
gonna
going
stay
to go
back.
down 1 point. What's going to happen here now? You finally got the timer actually moving right here. Inkjet's going to be activated, aim for the top. Booyah Bomb is going to try
Nitro's gonna go
claim
down
that.
though. That X-Bosher needs to be able to hold their zone. He's gonna have to baller. He's gonna have to fish for this kill, and he does get the cracking. Now he has to go and push up, and now we have to see Suspense just hold their positions for the next 10 seconds. This is a great position for the X-Bosher to be on. This is very crucial for them. Is that Hydra needs to get that pick. Hydra's gonna get the pick, and that's gonna be a cap for
Right, straight to
copy and
overtime.
paste.
It's a 2v2 right here into overtime, but one of the zones already being contested right there. The scores are super duper close right here, and they still got
holding
control
that zone,
back
though.
right now. 2 are down.
They need to watch for that custom X-Bosher. But they also need to cap the zone, and that might be enough time. But no, they cap it back again with that blaster. Is able to get one, but not the Hydra. Hydra's still there, just waiting for the opportunity to paint. They're trying to go for that zone right now. He can't cap it in time, and that's gonna be game.
Suspense coming in again. These matches are so close, but Suspense is always just, you know, the wins come very, very clutch. Like, remember in game 1, all the way back in Clan Blitz Manta, like, they're just able to sneak in the last bit, and they're able to get the W. And once again, they do it here, where the match was very, very back and forth, I have to say. Wow, amazing stuff, man. So Suspense up 3.
Something that we didn't really talk about there was they went a vanilla Sasher on zones. I didn't
I'm
really
okay
see
with that. I'm okay with that. Now the reason why I'm okay with that pick is because the missiles prove just so effective. They're able to kind of like, okay, you gotta remember just the way the Booyah Bomb was able to keep the team on top from the top part, right? Like in mid, they're able to push them away and they got zone. Missiles does the same thing, and because Slosher is so good with like all the slopes and such, it's naturally a pretty good pick for Black Belly zones.
Oddly
that's
enough,
my
that is
take.
correct. But now going into TC Camp Triggerfish, I'm gonna mention this again. Para, the Brella main. This map, Camp Triggerfish, really great for ranged weapons and probably flanking a lot. But Tentabrella, it's the corridors are so small. Tentabrella can just and farming bubbles on this map. They can pop the bubbles onto the enemy's like second checkpoint. That'll just be really amazing. So I don't know if Para will opt to stay as a vanilla umbrella or something along those lines. But Tentabrella, in my opinion, would be a very big pick, very good pick for suspense, as we do see copy and paste just running that aggression, and Tentabrella can hold down areas on this map really well, and, like stop flanks if they have the shield on time and all. So I'm just wondering if Tentabrella is just going to be a very good pick for them. See if they go with it.
Yeah, this is gonna be a really interesting one. I don't personally think Tentabrella will come out again. But although it would be a decent pick for that map mode, you are correct on that. But we're gonna need a lot of mobility for a stage like Camp Triggerfish, especially for TC when you need to get to the checkpoints very quickly. So all right, let's see what's gonna happen here.
Let's see what can happen in this match as we start on TC Camp Triggerfish. 3-1 at the moment right now, and there is a Tentabrella pick. Just like I was saying,
as you mentioned it, man, coming in clutch with that stuff.
But they do have the ray with the vanilla machine, as copy and paste doesn't even have a ray. They're just gonna have to spam their torpedoes at it a whole bunch. And there we go, 2 down at the beginning for suspense. And they can try to get this push going, but Lipu just decides not to, and he opts to go back onto the tower finally. As I see that Tentabrella on the left side. Tentabrella just trying to push up as much as he can though. Inside that shield with that blaster as well. 2v1, and that Brella is able to get that from that Tentabrella. Popping those bubbles a bit too early though. Able to get that shield out just in time though.
Yeah, just Para right here with that Tentabrella. Just say, I know you're a big fan of seeing this, and he was able to get in there pretty close. He bought enough time for his team to at least maybe possibly get this checkpoint cleared, and he actually do. So the Brella did put in that work. It's the objective mastermind. So you got Total right now trying to get there, trying to get some.
We do see the ray. That ray might be very crucial right here, especially on that second checkpoint. But the Hydra's not watching the left side, and that's where Nitro, as he gets pincered from 3 people on the tower. But that Tentabrella just trying to get as much done as he can, but unfortunately goes down. Brought the blaster.
Oh, lame. Nice there, trying to get those shots there. I gotta say, Nitro saving that match for them right there, because it's very important. If you get through the second checkpoint right there, usually in the first push, a lot of times it proves problematic, and it kind of lends to the team winning. So Nitro getting that kill on the Hydra and then the double right there on the Slosh Machine was very crucial.
That Slosh Machine being able to get as many picks as he can. Spots out the Kinston Machine, but is unable. He actually gets one of them, but it's just on the other one as that Brella. Trying to do as much as he can. Is unable to get that pick right now, and then finally gets it with that Hydra. Trying to outrange that ballpoint, and he does. Finally, and now he's gonna pop that ink armor as the team just pushes up. We see the bubbles from the Tentabrella coming up right now. Will that be able to successfully kill anyone? But no, Nitro's just gonna be sharking right now, and is able to get the pick onto the sloshing machine.
This comes the important checkpoint. If they get past this grade, this is usually what proves to be very problematic, but it's going to get stopped right there at 23 unless someone from suspense can maybe continue it. The ballpoint though, smelling
Blaster is able to get double though. Blaster does get the double though, leaving the last one to beat that ballpoint, and he's gonna try to he's gonna have to rush it at the moment, and that ballpoint does get the pick though.
It's quite unfortunate in that sense. The ballpoint did have the advantage, not only just for the vantage point, but just the fact about the range. So it was able to bring that back. Total though did do whatever they had to get done to try to win that, because that would have been a very important kill. It was worth the risk. But goes down ultimately finally as the Ink Mic comes in clutch to get the kill for Squirrel. You never want to go out that way, man, but sometimes it happens. Squirrel's gonna
Did you see 2 down?
Yep.
2 down from suspense right now, and this is a great opportunity copy and paste the push as we say that though the Hydra's in position to set up and is able to get lame, but it can send the cover, has that shield. Not that much of a shield though, but it's still something as he backs off. But that Tinderella notices that he's backing off, he gets the pick almost immediately.
What a wipe. I have to say, Suspense is playing extremely well this match. They were just able to, their defense is so on point, and their offense, they're able to clear 2 checkpoints right now. I mean, it's just difficult right now. I think that what's needed for copy and paste is just more pairing up, man. I think that's what they need. So it's a 2v2 situation.
They tried to attempt that pairing up with the ball point and Nitro on the dualies, but Total coming from behind without them noticing. Now has to opt to go backwards, and now he's just gonna get out pressured by another one. But then his teammate, the sloshing machine is able to come there, but he does pop his inkjet and he does get 2 off that.
2 kills. Might go for a third. He does.
He gets
get
a
the
triple.
Third. And that's
What
a
an amazing
wipe
triple
right
there.
here. Total's gonna opt to just
Even that
wait.
last one to be that Kinsey machine though, and you see the dualies just really, the Tinkerbell just really pushed up, trying to get as many pigs as he can in there, trying to hold this area.
I have to say, man, the 10th Umbrella is doing everything exactly right. The fact of just helping to defend their teammates, trying to distract the opponents to allow the team to move in more. And, like, when Pyra is there all straight at their spawn, you know he's not looking to get like triples and quads. He's just trying to hold them back as long as he can, and it has been so effective in this match.
Just as they say that though, Total coming in for that flank now. That's out one though.
Pink's the feed
He's
for
not
me.
gonna be able to rush it.
Total's gonna get onto the tower right here, and then just moving on up. I don't know if he's gonna swap spots with
That Hydra is in a great position, but doesn't trade. Now Total trying to go for that flank, opts to not go for the flank and just holds that inkjet ready. As the last 2 on the left side, he pops his inkjet now. Just trying to out pressure. We see the ball point rushing to tower, is on the tower now. But will this be anything? He does not. There's one Sharkin on the left and it's a Tinderella, and he pushes
Oh, he
the
gets pushed
Tinderella
off.
pushes them off, but they're back still on the tower. Power falls off the map and there's a full
Coming
wipe on
out.
the side of the copy and paste, and that's gonna be game.
Just like that, Suspense just playing so dominant throughout this whole tournament is gonna be the new Ink2Win champion out here. Copy and Paste did such a fantastic job to make it this far, but Suspense just simply proved too much for their opponents. Getting that 3 overflow in winners finals, and then getting this dominant 4-1 performance right here on copy paste. I gotta say, it was a fantastic Splatoon from everyone. It was great to see Suspense come out to this tournament. They did join as a pickup last week and ultimately fell in winter semis, but here they go, winning this tournament, making a name for themselves. And copy and paste too, coming surprisingly in second place, taking that underdog win over underdog wins definitely over Overflow in losers finals. So that was amazing stuff. And Joe, I just want to thank you so much for commentating throughout these nearly 4 hours here. We got 3.5 hours of just you and me chilling, talking, seeing some great Splatoon. And I posted the links, guys. Give him a follow there on his Twitch right here and on his Twitter. And he will definitely be returning to commentate in the future. But thank you so much for sticking around, man.
Well, thank you for having me. So, very exciting day today for Splatoon, and yeah, congratulations for Suspense.
Yeah, I mean,
Very
there's so
good.
much Splatoon action happening right now. So, like, you know, last but not least, I should also mention that tomorrow is going to be 4v4 Sundays at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, if you didn't know there's a tournament tomorrow, well, surprise, surprise, Mac's going to come out clutch, and we have one tomorrow, 2 p.m. Is Ragnarok going to be joining this one, Joe?
4v4s, not at the moment. We're not signed up, but I can tell them.
It might happen,
So-
man. You know, Overflow won last week's. They joined to try to take down Eugen, but Eugen didn't join. They're missing a 4th member. But everyone else, you can try to partake if you want to try to get that W here. But that's going to be it for us, guys. Once again, Joe, thank you so much. And thank you to the audience for chilling with us. See you next week.